in the Middle East.
And so you have these anti-Semites in the Democrat Party, and the media do not call them out. Go ahead.
Oh no! The Democrats on the House and the Senate, they're all anti-Semites.
Well, not all of them, but too many of them. Listen, I really appreciate your call, Dale, and your service to our country. Thank you. Don't hang up. I've got to go to a break. We want to send you a signed copy of American Marxism, ladies and gentlemen. It's available everywhere, including on Amazon. It is a fantastic read, if I say so myself, but you don't have to believe me. Read the over 15,000 comments, 5 stars, on Amazon, and spread the word. Now more than ever. We have a big battle coming up next week. We have more battles following. We have elections coming. Spread the word. The fact is that the ruling class and the establishment and all the rest of them in Washington, even a big significant percentage of the conservative movement, they don't even know this is going on. That's to our advantage. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
With the SR News Business Brief, I'm John Scott. New home sales and new home prices both rose last month.
Sales of new houses advanced 1.5% in August, a larger increase than economists were expecting. It comes on the heels of a July increase. New home prices also ticked up in August. The median cost of a new house rose $400 to just under $400,000. That's more than 20% higher than a year ago. Rising prices for both new and used homes, keeping many potential buyers on the sidelines. Rich Thomason reporting.
Stocks finished mixed. The Dow's up 133 points to close at 34,798. The Nasdaq lost 4 points to 15,047. The S&P gained 6 to 4,455. New York oil rose 68 cents, closing at $73.98 a barrel. With business, I'm John Scott.
Around here, Friday night is Coyote Night. Welcome to Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com. Tonight, your Coyotes are looking to put another one in the win column as they face off against the Trojans of Mayfield High. It's game on. Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Roswell Seed Company, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University, Mays Lumber, Bob Reed Pest Control, Roswell Honda, Big O Tire, Spring River Dental, and Business Notions. Now, here's your hosts, Art Sandoval and Kelly McDonald.
Big O Tires is celebrating its Carlsbad location's 1-year anniversary with big savings. Now through September 30th, get $50 off sets of 4 in-stock Big O brand tires. Up to $150 in tire rebates from brands like Goodyear, Pirelli, Bridgestone, Hankook, and General Tires. Plus discounts on oil changes, alignments, financing options, and more. Stop by either Big O location for these big deals. 4212 National Parks Highway in Carlsbad or 1305 North Main Street in Roswell. Installation charges extra. Eligibility may vary. Disposal and local tire fees extra. Up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price. Not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store and rebate forms for details.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
The home of unforgettable games.
November 24, 2018. College Station, Texas A&M,
we're getting ready for
LSU.
the plan for the national anthem.
Aggies! Wow! Fires back in the end zone. That's a two-point conversion. That third overtime belonged to Kendrick.
Test.
5 for this two-point conversion in the 7th OT, tied at 72. Kellen stops, fires back over the middle. Kendrick Rogers and the Aggies win 74-72 in 7 OTs. Here's your rivalry.
35 bowl games.
8 FCS playoff teams.
4 conference champions and 2 college football playoff teams. Learfield IMG College, the home of college football. This is the automation closure test.
Test.
Two, 1. Legal ID in 3, 2, 1. End of broadcast in 3, 2, 1.
Test.
Every game.
We're on. Yep, we're
Every play.
All right, welcome back.
And the field is flooded with Panther tears.
Every moment.
That is blocked. It is blocked. Touchdown, man. What a bonanza. And a one-handed catch. Johnson came blown out of a cannon. What a cutback. Oh, my God.
The 2018 college football season from Learfield IMG College, the home of the biggest rivalries.
The Gophers chop down the Badgers to take back the axe.
It's a mad dash. Let's chop some wood, Minnesota. What a moment for these seniors that have been through so much.
A comeback of biblical proportions propels Utah in the Holy War.
Jason Shelley to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Jason Shelley has put the dagger in the Cougars.
It's a three-peat for the Cadets in America's game.
Army defeats Navy, Commander-in-Chief's Trophy champions for the second straight season. The Black Knights will own the streets of Philadelphia once again.
This is the automation closure test. Three, 2, 1. The home of conference champions.
NIU rallies to win their 4th MAC title in 8 seasons.
The most improbable comeback. Northern Illinois won it. They are Mid-American Conference champions.
The Bulldogs celebrate on the blue and claim the Mountain West in overtime.
Marion pitches to Rivers, the option. Touchdown!
The Sooners make history with back-to-back Heisman winners and cinch the Big 12 crown.
Throws left, it is intercepted. Trey Norwood
We do here.
It's number 28 for the Crimson Tide and 5 straight trips to the college football playoff.
Alabama wins. What a ball game. The home of unforgettable games.
November 24th, 2018. College Station, Texas A&M, LSU.
Kellen throws across the middle. Touchdown, Aggies. Wow. Fires back in the end zone. That's a 2-point conversion. That third overtime belongs to Kendrick. Now outside the 5 for this 2-point conversion in the 7th OT, tied at 72. Kellen stops, fires back over the middle. Kendrick Rogers and the Aggies win 74-72 in 7 OTs. Here's your rivalry.
35 bowl bids.
8 FCS players.
And 2 college football playoff teams. Learfield IMG College, the home.
Test. All right. Now we're back. I think we're back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this over again. And welcome to Roswell High School football as the Roswell Coyotes, the 1-4 Roswell Coyotes, taking on the Mayfield Trojans at Las Cruces. They are overall 2-3. Real quick, I'm just going to go over a little bit of a Roswell Coyotes overall 1-4, overall ranked in the state of New Mexico 17th. And then, of course, in the classification of 5A, we are ranked 5th in the state of New Mexico. Coach McDonald, we are actually jumped 2 spots from 7 to 5 with the 1-4 record. Talk to me about that, sir.
Yeah, that's all about respect for our football team despite our record, and looking at the teams we've lost to and the one team we've beaten, and we haven't really been blown out. Got blown out in week 1, but other than that, we've been competitive with these really tough teams. And Max Preps, as we were talking about before the game, it's a formula. There's not any human opinion in that. It's all about the formula, and so it's kind of hard to argue with a computer.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we're homecoming night here in Roswell, New Mexico, here at the Wool Bowl. We're about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Add 3 more minutes to that. We'll go over starting lineups for the Roswell Coyotes defensively. Offensively, we'll go over some rankings once again, and that should get us to break time or to start the game. So, once again, the Roswell Coyotes ranked 17th overall in the state of New Mexico, 5th in 5A, and we're 1-4 overall. Coach McDonald will talk about that momentarily, but we're going to talk Coyote defense. Their starters for tonight's homecoming game. Number 24 is Wesley Gallegos, playing quarterback tonight, stands at 5'7", 150-pound sophomore. Defensive end, 5'10", 200-pound senior. Number 10 is Gonzalo Garcia. Defensive tackle, 6 foot, 220 pounds. Number 20 is Ismael Galvan. Defensive tackle, 5'11", 280-pound senior. Number 64 is Jeff Irish. Defensive end, 5'9", 170-pound junior. Number 40 is Jorge Gomez. Cornerback tonight is going to be number 3, Adrian Anaya. He stands at 5'9", 165-pound junior. And then the linebackers this evening, number 23 is Caden George, playing Sam linebacker, 5'9", 165-pound junior. Kevin Alacone, Mike linebacker tonight, and he stands at 5'7", 185-pound junior. And the will linebacker tonight is going to be number 7, Jorge Chavez. He also stands at 5'9", 165-pound junior. And the 2 safeties this evening, number 11 is Sabino Lazos, 5'7", 155-pound senior. And then, of course, number 25 is Jeremiah Monreal. He is playing safety, stands at 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. Offensively, let's get to that real quick. We're going to go from left to right. Wide receiver stands at 5'7", 160-pound sophomore is number 30, Josh Estrada. Had the opportunity to shake his dad's hand today at school. Left tackle, 6'1", 260-pound senior, number 72, Joseph Renteria. Left guard, 5'8", 300-pound juniors, number 78, Jesus Campos. And, Coach, I'm going to give you this opportunity to say this. Center, 5'10", 215-pound junior.
Lucius Moore, number 62.
I always mess that up, so I said I'm going to give Coach McDonald that opportunity to say Lucius. Number 71 is Juan Carlos Alvarez, playing right guard. He stands at 5'8", 285-pound senior. And then right tackle is going to be number 76, Remy Villa. He stands at 6'1", 285-pound junior. And then the tight end for the Roswell Coyotes this evening is number 10, Gonzalo Garcia. And, okay, so the backfield is going to be Bryce Harper. Nope. I'm just doing that on purpose because I'm sure Cindy Gilbert is listening. It's going to be Bryce Sanchez, number 42, running back. He stands at 5'10", 190-pound sophomore. Sebastian Mendoza will be playing the slot back for Roswell. He stands at 5'7", 125-pound junior. And then Jonah Gamboa, the fullback, 5'9", 175-pound senior. And then, of course, the captain quarterback for the Roswell Coyotes is number 17, Richard Areola. There you have it, the starting offense and defense for the Roswell Coyotes. We are actually starting week number 6.
That is correct.
And hard to believe, Coach.
It is. It's gone by pretty quickly, and we're ready for the kickoff. We have the whistle. They'll pretend like they kick it and then back up and kick it in a more traditional method here.
That's exactly right. So here we go. Roswell Coyotes coached by Jeff Lynn and the Mayfield Trojans back-to-back Bradleys. This one's going to be Michael Bradley. He's the head coach. And the kick is going to be returnable. Get into the starburst, and it's going to be number 25.
That's Jeremiah. Monreal out to the 20, about a 12-yard return. And that is where the Coyotes will take over.
Homecoming night here for Roswell High School in week 6. 0-0 is the score here. Thanks for listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. You're listening to Coach Art Sandoval, Coach Kelly McDonald, 1st and 10, and we're going to call it about the 20-yard line left hash. Nice crowd here at the Wool Bowl, Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Expect that for homecoming.
We're going to be in shotgun right now as Areola taking the snaps. He's going to pass right off the bat, taking a shot, and he has a man open right off the bat, and he has Josh Estrada for a big gain for the Roswell Coyotes. 1st and 10, great catch for Estrada, and he's going to be down out of bounds about the 49, maybe 50-yard line. They're going to call it midfield. Well, we're just going to say the first one of many.
Yeah, well, that's where you start off football game, 30-yard pass to midfield.
Here we go, Areola. Quarterback again. He's going to hand that off right over to Sanchez. Sanchez, good hard run, gain about 5, I think.
Yeah, maybe 6. Oh, no, they spot him at the 50, so we'll say 5.
Okay, so +5 for Sanchez. 2nd and 5. Looks like the scoreboard's not working over there, so we're going to have to really work harder than usual, Coach.
Man, I hate when that happens.
Shotgun again, speed option to the left, and Areola's going to take it himself, and he's going to run into some traffic. It's going to be 3rd down. Loss of about maybe 1 or 2. Roswell Coyotes 1-4 overall, and the Mayfield Trojans 2-3. Very good contest is the word on the street here in Roswell, New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Areola under center. We will have motion. Trying to draw the Trojans offsides. Audibling is Areola. And there's the toss.
He's going to have it.
And he will have the first
Gamboa.
down. That is Gamboa, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to get about 7 when he needed 6, and a first down for the Coyotes.
That's going to be another Coyote first down.
That's another one.
Second first down of the ball game. Areola again under center, motion. And there's going to be is that an inverted whistle, Coach, or is that a real one there?
Well, they're pointing to Mayfield at lined up offsides, or oh yeah, they did. They lined up offside and they stopped the play. A lot of times they'll let that go, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you got to give credit to Richard Areola right there on that, Coach.
Yeah, you do. Quicker snap than normal. And
so we're going to call it 1st and 5 now. on the 35 of the Mayfield Trojans. Kyle's looking strong in this first drive. Ariola, quarterback, is going to be shotgun. Handed off once again. That is going to be Sanchez.
See if they give him 2 or 3. Looks like they're going to give him 3. Trying to bring up a 3rd and short.
Actually, it's going to be a second.
Oh, sorry. I forgot it was 1st and 5 and not 2nd and 5.
Yeah, so we'll call it 2nd down and short. Ariola calling the plays for the Coyotes again. 0-0 is the score, and he's going to run it himself. He does. He has it. He's open. He's running it himself. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Coyotes. Richard Ariola for 6.
32-yard scamper for the touchdown, and just like in all but one game, Coach, the Coyotes start fast. They score first, and with just, well, let's see, just 6.5 minutes off the clock.
Coach, I have chills right off the bat. 6-0, the Roswell Coyotes lead here in the first quarter with 9:36 remaining in this first quarter. And it looks like Kenner will be kicking the PAT. Ariola is the placeholder. It's up and good. 7-0 the score, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching at KCBTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebrawood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
Welcome back to Coyote football. Coyotes strike first on a 32-yard touchdown run by the captain, senior quarterback, Richard Ariola. PAT was good by Kenner. We're here in the first quarter of 9:36. I have a quick update from Rio Rancho. Volleyball action. The Roswell Lady Coyotes split with Goddard and play hops here in just a moment. I'll tell you about that here in just a moment. I've been getting some updates throughout the day. I'll be headed there first thing early in the morning. I'm talking way early.
What's early, Coach?
Well, 4.
Okay, that's early.
Maybe 5.
I'm with you.
We'll see what happens.
Look for the starburst here, Coach.
Well, and that's the tradition there at Mayfield High School. And you know who that is, Coach? That's going to be number 22. It's Lucas Marcus. But, man, what a hit.
Yeah, and that looked to be none other than sophomore Isaac Loya.
Isaac Loya.
On the big special teams hit. Making the first tackle of the game for the Coyotes.
Yes, sir. So it's going to be first down and 10. We're going to call it about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line. It'll be right hash. And quarterback tonight, as of right now, we're going to call that Anthony Carrillo. Carrillo hands that off to Jose Montoya. Well, Coach, you know, I was just thinking about something just now, and I know we were going to talk during pregame until we had a little technical difficulty, but give me your thoughts on the offense and the defense of the Mayfield Trojans.
Well, offensively, they want to run the ball probably a little more than they pass it, but they're not going to be afraid to pass it. They're dealing with some injury issues, actually on both sides of the ball. But they play kind of similar to us, although they come out here in a spread. They will see lots of different formations from them tonight. There's a nice tackle by Sabino Lazos.
Well, and that's a nice catch right by Caden Quinones. And there's a typical, and I say typical, and I mean this with most respect. Jim Bradley, the late Jim Bradley, coached at Roswell High for many years, and then, of course, he coached at Mayfield for many years. He liked that bone, and, of course, last week we saw a little bit of bone in Carlsbad, and then
and we'll see it tonight too.
And we're going to see a little bit of bone tonight as well. So.
Yeah, watch them on film. They line up a half dozen different ways. I mean, they're never show you the same one twice. It seems like obviously that's not true, but see, they're on the bone right now. So.
Exactly. So we're going to be first down in about 10 from the 35 left hash, and it's going to be a quick. And they're probably going to use that same system there. That was just a quick maybe a quick two pattern is what it used to be called back in the day. I don't know if they're using that. I almost guarantee they are.
Well, and that's unusual because you don't usually see a pass out of the wishbone formation. You're lining those guys up to block and hand off and misdirection, but that play was there. A better throw, and that play was there.
They faked that dive play, that 132 dive, and just kind of went through that two pattern. That's the old terminology. That's what I know. And but here we go. It's going to be second down and 10 again, and quarterback again is Anthony Carrillo, a 5'11 junior. And he's going to hand that off again to Montoya. Montoya.
A little room there.
Had some room. He is a senior running back and gained some yards there for Mayfield.
Cheeto Lamelli, with a little help from Adrian Anaya on that.
7-0 here at the Wool Bowl. We're here homecoming night.
Beautiful night. And nice and cool.
I failed to mention, Coach, today is Friday, the 24th, 2021. The weather is 88 degrees.
Man, that seems cool to me.
Well, the mornings look good. There's the wishbone again, as we were talking about. There's just regular old lead. Ooh. And there's Montoya once again. He will have a first down for the Mayfield Trojans. I get in text messages already, Coach, that people on Friday nights like to have that steak dinner immediately.
Coach, I got an update from Gene Dow. Lovington 8, Artesia 0.
Lovington 8.
Artesia 0.
Okay. And that game is being played at?
I believe in Artesia.
Gotcha. Okay, so the Artesia Bulldogs come in at number 4 in the state, but we'll talk about that later. The Trojans are in spread offense, trips to the top, and Carrillo has some running room until he slides about the 46, 47-yard line of the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, just gave himself up there. Wes Gallegos will get the credit for the tackle, but that's the easiest tackle he'll make all night.
Yep, absolutely.
Little bit about the quarterback Carrillo. He's really a cornerback by trade. I think they'd rather be playing a different player at quarterback right now, but he's done a really good job coming in off the bench. Unfortunately, unless Coach wants to play him two ways, he's going to be wore out.
Well, we'll see what happens, Coach. Right now, we're second down and about 6, we'll call it. Carrillo, the quarterback, and there's a fumble on the ground.
And the Trojans were really fortunate there because that ball bounced right back up to the ball carrier. Irish will get the tackle for the loss. Well, yeah, loss of 1.
Yeah, that was Diego Guerra for Mayfield, that fumble. It looked like there was just a little bit of miscommunication between Guerra and the quarterback, Carrillo.
Yeah, and that's the danger when you run that misdirection stuff and, do a couple fakes or whatever it is, whether it's in the starburst or in your regular offense. It's that danger of a fumble, and the Coyotes have been very opportunistic on turnovers this year.
Third down and 6 once again. The Trojans going into triple option again. There's a little toss to Montoya. Wow, what a... That was number 7 right there.
Yeah, George.
Jorge Chavez.
Yeah, and I heard today that he goes by George as much as Jorge. So whichever one we say is going to be good. But
I'm glad to know that.
But he absolutely destroyed that blocker, didn't he?
Oh my gosh. 7-0 here at the Wool Bowl. Roswell High taking on the Mayfield Trojans here homecoming night 2021. Carrillo in shotgun. Hand it off now to number 5. That's going to be Diego Guerra one more time.
And it looks like Lomelli again on the tackle, but not before he gets 8 on first down. And
well, Coach, it's amazing. We beat Carlsbad last week. Great game, of course. And look at this stadium filling up on homecoming night.
Yeah, a combination of a good solid win and homecoming. And all of a sudden, this place is getting a little crowded.
Yeah. So here we go, Carrillo dropping back to pass. He decides to run it himself. He will be close to the first down, and he will have the first down.
Adrian Anaya with the shoestring tackle, his 3rd of the game. But if he doesn't trip him up there, he might get the corner and finish that run.
Artesia, they're doing homecoming as well. So, yeah, that game is being played in Artesia.
Yeah, you rarely see that homecoming game on the road.
Yeah, that's true. Very, very true.
That would be a home going, and I'm not sure.
Well, Coach, I'm going to have to laugh at that one. That was kind of funny there, buddy. First down for the Trojans now. And here comes Carrillo, and the Trojans hands it off to Montoya with 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Roswell Coyotes lead.
And that time it was Remy Villa also in off the bench. They've got that good defensive line rotation, Coach. I really like what Coach does with that. Brings in Lomeli, brings in Villa, and keeps those guys fresh. And it's paid off for them all season long so far anyway.
Yeah. Sounds like the Roswell High volleyball team is playing well in Rio Rancho. We'll talk about volleyball momentarily. But we're here homecoming night at the Wool Bowl here in Roswell.
I had to get you on that one.
You know, Coach, you'd be surprised how many people would say, you know, have you ever heard of dehydrated water? Or a cordless extension cord?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Have to have a little fun, Coach.
Gotta have fun. We're at the football game.
That's right.
It's a beautiful night. Not having to wear a mask.
That is true. I really want to find out exactly what the weather is. I kind of made it up earlier, but we'll kind of go from there. But, oh, what a run there. It's going to be close to a first down for the Trojans.
Irish took him down, but it looks like he's got enough for the first down. The Trojans continue this slow march to the end zone.
Well, that's I will say this, Coach, that's a Bradley thing.
Sure. No, that's what he'd love to do, just like we would. Oh, look at that, Coach.
79 degrees. It feels it's 81. Like, feels like 79.
70s. I forgot what that was like.
Yes, sir. 7-0 here. The Coyotes do lead. Mayfield sets up in the wishbone.
Nice tackle by Wesley Gallegos.
Diego Guerra. Diego Guerra has a good run for the Trojans.
And West just stayed with him. Turned what could have been a touchdown into just a 2-yard gain. And if they can keep him outside the 5-yard line here on the next 3 downs.
Well, Coach, I'm really kind of thinking this game's going to go back and forth here. I'm going to say this. I just don't know what the over-under is on this game here.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I like our defense and the way they've been playing, but this Trojan offense has come out and been impressive.
Okay, so it's going to be second down now. And there's going to be, oh, wow. There's going to be a pass into the end zone, and, oh, wow. It's going to be touchdown Trojans. And that's going to be a touchdown pass from Carrillo to Anthony. Was that number 22, Coach?
No, 38. That's
38. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Cameron Sowards.
Sowards, okay.
And I'll tell you what, Coach, Cabrales had him. He was in the backfield about the same time the ball was getting to the quarterback and just able to escape the sack and throw the touchdown pass. Great job by the quarterback on that one.
Well, we're going to have the PAT kicking from the left side. That PAT is going to be up and good for number 21, and that's going to be Lara, Josiah Lara. So 7-7 is the score with 1:57 remaining in the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. You're listening and watching to KSBTV.com at 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Welcome back to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSBTV.com. You're listening and watching Roswell High School football. Great game here, 4 versus 5. It depends what poll you're talking about. 4 versus 5.
Right.
One poll, Roswell High is 5. Mayfield Trojan are 4. Another poll, Roswell's 4, and vice versa. So I beg your pardon, 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
5 and 6. 5 and 6. So right now in New Mexico Class 5A classifications, overall, actually, we'll just talk 5A classifications. Roswell's 5, Mayfield is 6. Coach's poll, it's the opposite.
Correct.
Gotcha. Well.
Oh, they're going to blow this dead, and they're going to say they were offsides. Only reason to blow it dead.
The Goddard Rockets are in Las Lunas. I'm kind of curious to see how that outcome's going to be.
Yeah, I noticed that was the game of the week on NFHS.
Yes.
And it should be a good one. Yeah, I'd like to get some updates on that. Looks like Lovington Artesia now tied 8-8 with 4:30 left in the first. So got a good one here, got a good one down the road, and I'm sure we're going to have a good one in Las Lunas.
Bradley coached Mayfield and Roswell High School to state championships. We want to give a shout out to his family.
And they're recognizing the Bradley family and the coaching legacy at Roswell High School.
Winning state championships at Mayfield and, of course, Roswell High School.
Yeah.
That's awfully kind of them.
Let it go out.
Oh, you need to let that go out.
And that was Estrada?
Yeah, I think it's going to, yes, number 30, Estrada.
So if he lets that go out, now, you know what he's thinking. If he can catch it, he might get to the 40 or better. If he lets it goes out, it goes to the 35. So gave up 7 yards on a chance to get a few more, but that's all right.
That's okay. So
we like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, of course. 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes from starting out on the 22-yard line. Do the Roswell Coyotes take a shot right off the bat now, Coach?
Well, they did to start the last drive. I would be surprised if they do it here.
Yes. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. Under center, there's motion, and it's going to be handed off quickly to, I believe that's going to be Gamboa. Gamboa will gain about 3 or 4. Nah, Coach, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think we can only give him 2 on that.
2nd and 8 now, middle part of the field.
On the carry for the Coyotes, number 9, Jonah Gamboa.
Back up, Seabass. Back up, Seabass.
Areola, still a quarterback. He's going to take it himself.
Yeah, good move to get something out of it. He's going to pick up 2.
Yeah, we'll call it 2. So it'll be about 3rd down and about 6 now. I think what's going to end up happening here is you might see another running play right here, Coach, for I was going to say Jim Bradley, Coach, for Jeff Lynn's Roswell Coyotes.
Well, he's certainly not, taking the running plays off the table here as Gamboa comes off a little gimpy. But he's got the whole playbook open here, Coach, to be sure.
Well, nothing surprised me here, Coach, with the Commander-in-Chief. Well, he's going to take a shot. He does have a man open. Oh, there's a pass interference. I saw that. There is a hanky on number 11. That's going to be...
He did throw it?
Yeah.
Mawu Revels.
Revels is his name.
Mawu.
It's Mawu.
Mawu.
Is that Hawaiian?
Okay. Never heard it. Mawu. Almost every game I see one I've never seen before, and that's the one for this game.
Or better yet, it's called Mahu. Steaks are putting on the grill.
The little mahi on the grill? Is that what you're talking about?
Down on Lipan Road.
Has it got to be steaks? Are you gonna?
Well, it's actually steaks and burgers. It looks like what they're cooking on the grill right now. Maybe some brats. Better known as a tailgate.
So, Coach, that probably would have wound up being better than the catch.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar to the catch.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line.
This should be Bryce here.
And it should be, I was thinking about maybe a quarterback follow, but Bryce is going to get about 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Roswell Coyotes. We're about 34 seconds remaining in this first quarter. The score is 7-7. We're here at the Wool Bowl. Homecoming night in Roswell.
Homecoming. I love homecoming, Coach.
Well, Coach, unfortunately, we didn't get to have all that, what do they call it, the festivities?
Yeah, with the
homecoming course and stuff due to COVID practices, but we will have a homecoming court and announcements at halftime.
Good cut.
What a cut by Sanchez. And Sanchez will have another Coyote 1st down.
Yeah, depending on the spot, that was good work there because you had big Jesus Campos once Bryce was stopped, he just got in behind him, pushed him forward another couple yards, and that will be another Coyote first down.
Hey, we beat him to it. That's our 4th one of the game.
Yeah, that's
probably going to give us the quarter, Coach. And it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first quarter. Roswell Coyote 7, Mayfield Trojans 7. You're listening to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSBTV.com. We'll be right back.
Central Valley Electric Cooperative is an equal opportunity employer and currently has an opportunity for you to be a part of the CVE family. Right now, Central Valley Electric has an opening for an apprentice lineman and a journeyman lineman. Please note that qualifying candidates must have lineman experience or have successfully completed the lineman program. For a complete list of job descriptions of all positions available at CVE and to apply, please visit their website at cvecoop.org. That's CVECOOP.org. An outstanding opportunity awaits you at CVE. Apply today.
Welcome back after a cough right there on the microphone to Roswell High football. Score 7-7 here. About to start the second quarter. The Roswell Coyotes taking on the Mayfield Trojans.
And, Coach, I just want to apologize in case anyone on the air heard me singing in the break there, and then I humbly apologize.
Coach, you know what? I thought it was part of the radio station. I didn't know you had a voice like that, Coach.
Only in the shower.
There's Ariola with the guy open, but it's going to be picked off by the Mayfield Trojans, and there's some running room. And this
He's got a shot.
Be,
he's going to score, Coach. There's no one fast enough to catch him.
Well, it's going to be a pick 6 for the Mayfield Trojans.
Wow.
Number 28, Mahia.
Just a little underthrown, and the man wasn't real open. So that's what can happen. He did have a step on him, but it didn't lead him enough. And a great athletic play to make the catch, and then a great athletic play to take it all the way back for the score.
Yep.
So we will.
Yeah, so 13-7 now on the pick 6, and that was a, what do you call that, a 72-yard pick 6? Maybe a little bit more?
Yeah, 65, 70, yeah.
Yep, 70. So the PAT's up and good for Mayfield. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. You listen to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and KSBTV.com.
Good morning, honey. Hey, I have to pick up the kids from school this afternoon. Can you call...
A home invasion can happen anytime, even when you're at home. Protect your home and the ones you love with whole home security from Zenith Security. The security experts at Zenith Security can monitor your whole home 24/7. So they're ready whether you're there or not. Call Zenith Security Services, LLC at 626-3521. That's 626-3521 and get whole home security with Zenith Security Services, LLC.
Back to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Coyotes now trail 14-7 after a 70-yard interception. Pick 6.
Pick 6.
And so now we're waiting to see what happens here with Roswell High School. Let's see if we can return the favor. Coach, you like cumbia?
I do.
Can you dance cumbia?
I cannot do it very well, no.
Well, you're supposed to say yes.
No grand illusions here.
Oh, man. Well, 14-7, 11:41 remaining in the first half. We will have a 20-minute, I believe it's going to be 20-minute halftime show as the Roswell High Big Red Band will be performing along with Homecoming Court.
And, Coach, I think we'll go ahead and telecast the homecoming celebration at halftime, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
I think we did that last year, too, didn't we?
Oh, I think we usually do, yeah.
And there's the kick. That's going to be Corbelis.
Now 12 yards on the return for Cabrales. Oh, that was Germ again.
Well, I have to say hello to another listener. Back in the day, Coach, before we had COVID and the cancellations of games and stuff, we used to get text messages and see who was the furthest listener in the United States or even further than.
Yeah, I remember we did that.
So we're going to get that. And, the first one, I want to say hello with Mr. Barry Pritchard. He's over there having a steak over there on Lipan Road. There's Sebastian Mendoza. Hard run, 35. He's still on his feet. Hang on to it, and he's going to be brought down about the 37-yard line.
We'll see on the spot on that, but I think Seabass picked up 11.
Seabass plus 11 for Roswell High School. That's going to be another Roswell Coyote first down.
And we just need to not panic here, Coach, and just play our game. Those things happen, those turnovers, and we can get one or two back. We'll be fine.
Motion it is for Roswell. It's going to be quarterback follow, and Areola has nowhere to go. And probably a gain of 0, Coach, on that one, maybe 1.
I think they're going to be generous and give him 1. Coach, I'd like to acknowledge another listener who promised me she would be listening as somebody who retired from Roswell High years ago.
Yes, sir.
But somehow, school can't run without her still, and that's Miss Rosetta Holmes. So I hope you're listening to us, Rosetta.
Well, I had lunch with Rosetta yesterday. Miss Mendoza, one of the other assistant principals, and I and Miss Holmes had Dion's Pizza. And, boy, she's just a lot of fun to talk with. Good effort now by Areola.
Wow. That's just refusing to go down, Coach.
Well, and he's just getting better every game, Coach, every play, like you said before. And it's going to bring up a third down for Roswell High School, but good effort by Richard Areola.
Third and manageable, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just a matter of fact. I ate a Burrito Express, the tradition. I ran into her and Barbara Watson.
Oh, Barb, another Roswell High legend. Look out, here's Gamboa.
Gamboa's on his feet. Look at that, Coach.
Jonah the Bull Gamboa.
That's a great name for Jonah Gamboa.
He ran that ball about 20. I'm going to give him 21 yards on that. Nice job, dragging tacklers with him. And deep into Trojan territory, and now we got a timeout. Looks like they did give him a timeout. They weren't ready. We knew it. We tried to catch him, but Coach Bradley, hard to get one by him.
Well, Coach, let's stay here. Since you're listening, we're talking about Roswell High football. Well, let's talk about the NNM Class 5A classification. Not overall, but let's talk about 5A.
Okay, so as has been the case the last few years, the top 10 is just our district and a few other teams. Actually, I have Alamogordo sliding down to number 12, but the three other teams in our district are 3 of the top 5 teams. That's Goddard at 1, Farmington at 2, Los Lunas 3, Artesia 4, and Roswell 5, followed closely by these Mayfield Trojans, and then Belen, Deming, PV, and Santa Teresa round out the top 10. And as I mentioned, Alamogordo does slip to number 12, but you were talking about how can we be ranked that high with that 1-4 record. You just look at Roswell at 1-4, and then you look down here at Valley at 1-4. You look down here at Alamogordo at 1-4. I mean, why aren't they right next to each other? It's because of that formula, that strength of schedule, that respect for the team, who we beat, who we didn't beat, but played with and were competitive with. I mean, I think it's a good formula. The coaches poll has its value too, but I like the Max Preps.
Well, not only that, Coach, and I know right now we're in a first down situation for the Coyotes. First down about the 35-yard line.
Waiting on the white hat.
Yeah, waiting on white hat here. But there's Areola in shotgun formation. He's going to hand that off again to Sanchez, and boy, he has some running room at 30, 25, 20, 15, and out about the 12-yard line, and good hard run by Sanchez. Wow, he's looking really good, Coach.
23 yards on that one for Bryce, and he's hard to get down too.
Well, Coach, I know last week we had a quality win over Carlsbad, and tonight we really have to be proactive with our performance tonight. Oh, here we go again. Sanchez, touchdown, Coyotes. Bryce Sanchez in for the Roswell Coyotes. Score now is 14-13, 9:46 remaining in the first half. Wow.
Coach, you may have been good on that prediction. We could have ourselves an old-fashioned shootout here.
Well, you're going to give him credit for how much, Coach?
That was an 11-yard touchdown scamper after the 23-yard power run that preceded it. And that point after touchdown was nearly blocked.
But it was good.
But Kennard got it through.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Roswell High Football on 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, and KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl, the All-American City here in Roswell, New Mexico. The Roswell Coyotes tied up on an 11-yard touchdown run by number 42, Bryce Sanchez. Coach, I have another text message here from Bangor, Maine.
Coach, we're not going to get farther away than that. Unless we got a
So we both went on that one.
Deployed soldier.
Miss Emma Burt. She's out there.
Oh, my gosh, Emma.
So, hey, there you go. 14-14. Let's see what happens here. Little poocher.
Onside. They got to be. Oh, I don't know if they did.
No, Coach, we outran it there.
No, they did.
We got to look it right there. Look it right there, Coach. Look it right there.
Who's got it?
Miguel Cabrales.
And that's the first time we've seen that, Coach.
You going to call out a nonside?
Oh, absolutely. No, they're trying to get that all the way. That's not trying to not get a return. That's trying to get the ball.
Okay,
and what a perfect kick by Peyton Kennard to get that ball in, over the first row of guys and in front of the next row of guys and just being ready for it.
Coach, I look up and next time I see it, it's up there. Not to cut you off, but wow.
No, that was.
And I could have swore that we overran it.
We did. We absolutely did. That'll be interesting to see on film how Cabrales got on it, because our first wave of guys did get past the ball.
1st and 10 from the 44, and here comes the Roswell Coyotes. Reverse. And looks like it's going to be number 31 this time. That's going to be Connor Nichols. Am I reading that correctly?
30. It's Strada.
Okay, it's Strada. Okay, I thought I saw the one, Coach. It is Josh Estrada. So
first carry of the game.
I beg your pardon. 14-14, what a game here at the Wool Bowl. Homecoming night. Great crowd. And the Roswell Coyotes. No, it's going to be Mayfield that takes a timeout.
Another one. So Coach Lynn, I think, is a little upset that they didn't get that playoff before they were able to call the timeout. But in either way, you've already forced Coach Bradley to take 2 of his 3 timeouts for the first half.
Well, Coach, let's go back to what we were talking about with the rankings here. I know we played, as we all know, we played Carlsbad last week, and that was a quality win, winning that game 21-7.
Mm-hmm.
And
21-14.
21-14. 21-14, and this game right here plays a big factor because Mayfield now potentially could be a district champion.
Well, Coach, I would say more than potentially. I think they've got to be favored to win the district championship, despite their record. If we can beat them tonight, and then they play Goddard next week, they could be staring at 2-5 in the face. But if they go into their district, they beat Deming, they beat the other 2 teams in their district.
Yeah.
They could be a district champ, and that could go a long ways towards our seeding, as Coach Carrasco brought up. Pregame.
That's exactly right.
That this could be a win against the district champ for us.
I know we're a little premature with that. We're
Sure.
only week 6,
Sure.
but we're still always thinking about scenarios and different things that could happen.
Right.
This game really means quite a bit.
This is a big one.
It's a big one.
It's a big one for momentum as well. Coach Lynn said if it could get a victory tonight, he likes his chances in Dumas.
Okay, here's Areola now. He's going to run himself, and he's going to be down about the 37-yard line.
Coach, well, is that where they're going to spot it, or are they going to spot it?
Well, it's going to be maybe 38, Coach.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens here. So it might be loss of 1, so -1 for Areola.
But this is 4-down territory here, so you don't have to do anything desperate here. Just play your game.
3rd down and 5, and here comes Areola. No, sorry, it's going to be Sanchez. Sanchez on his feet on the 32-yard line.
He's got it.
It's going to be close to the 1st down. I think he has it, but let's see what the White Hat has to say.
Yeah, needed 5, got 6.
Well, another text message here from Las Lunas, New Mexico, Mr. Ralph Tejas.
Oh, there he is. Is he giving us a score? Is he just saying hi?
Well, he's just saying, I guess he's listening. Well, I don't know.
He thinks he's far away in Las Lunas?
Well, I might have to see him tomorrow in Albuquerque or Rio Rancho.
Oh, there he's go. I see it. I saw a score from Mr. Tejas there. Did you?
I didn't.
Yeah, I think it's on there.
Oh, look who I have a call coming in here, but I can't answer that when we're on the air.
Oh.
She might be trying a text message there. Have to have fun here. Friday Night Football, Week 6, 14-14, Roswell High School versus the Mayfield Trojans. 8:35 remaining, and there is going to be a handoff to Gamboa. Got an update here. 13-0 Las Lunas.
And that could shake things up.
That's really premature, but
well, the coaches poll had Farmington 1 and Goddard 2.
Yeah.
So.
And then the other poll was
Goddard 1, Farmington 2, yep. Right.
Areola rolling out to his right. He has a man open, and that's going to be Estrada, and another Coyote 1st down.
Yeah, don't listen to me, guys. Whatever you do. I wanted him to run. I thought he had some room, but he had Estrada for most of the 1st down yards. Going to be 3rd and about 3 or 4.
Well, you know, you recall that one, Coach, a few years ago? It was 0 seconds on the clock. I think it was Valenzuela coming over here. I said, take a knee, bud. He throws it downfield.
Yeah.
Roderick Cedillo in and out of the hands of the defender. He touchdown Roswell Coyotes at the time.
And, Coach, I remember another one where we're playing Artesia, I believe. And
Brent.
And we throw the ball down the sidelines, and I don't know if you were screaming, but I was screaming, get out of bounds, get out of bounds. Instead, he makes a move, scores the winning touchdown. And
we were listening to that the other day, too. It was just on there, so.
Good times. Roswell has called their first time out here with 8:02 left in the 2nd quarter, in the half.
Well, another message there from Mayfield, New Mexico. My Aunt Sarah's over there, it seems like.
Coach, I have an update from the Bulldog Bowl.
Talk to me.
16-16 your score there. That's Lovington and Artesia, their homecoming. That was 2:05 left in, I don't know if it's the first, it might be in the first, so we might need a new update on that one, Gene, if you're listening.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, is it hot in here or is it me?
Well, probably both.
Okay. Coach, you got the tie on, got the suit on.
Coach, you're always dressed very well at school, always anxious to see what you and Mr. Carrasco are wearing. Always looking sharp, clean, as the kids say.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. 14-14 here in the 2nd quarter with 8 minutes and 2 ticks remaining in the 1st half. Coyotes versus Trojans. Areola, the quarterback. 3rd down. And, well, that's going to be Bryce Sanchez for, I'm going to say close to the 1st down. I'm going to go ahead and call it 1st down.
Yeah, he's there. If they don't give him the spot on that one. Well, and it's not a great spot, but it's still enough.
Well, it's another Coyote 1st down.
And it's into the red zone for the Coyotes as they look to take the lead here. 14-14, 7:50 left.
From the 20-yard line, Areola dropping back to pass. He has a man open.
Couldn't get it to him.
And couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, he had him for sure. And that was Marcos Tarin, I believe. Senior on the route. And Areola just couldn't get him the ball. Had, I would say, 2 steps on his defender. But it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 20. Stops the clock.
Yeah.
And it's been a good one so far. Like I said, a little bit of a shootout. Not.
Yeah. Well, what'd you say, 2nd down, Coach? 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
I wouldn't be surprised if number 30, Estrada, is in the ball game here to. Well, it looks like the Roswell Coyotes are going to take a timeout. Let's take 1-2. You're listening to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Big O Tires is celebrating its Carlsbad location's 1-year anniversary with big savings. Now through September 30th, get $50 off sets of 4 in-stock Big O brand tires. Up to $150 in tire rebates from brands like Goodyear, Pirelli, Bridgestone, Hankook, and General Tires. Plus discounts on oil changes, alignments, financing options, and more. Stop by either Big O location for these big deals. 4212 National Parks Highway in Carlsbad or 1305 North Main Street in Roswell. Installation charges extra. Eligibility may vary. Disposal and local tire fees extra. Up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price. Not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store and rebate forms for details.
And welcome back to the Wool Bowl. It is second down and 10 for Roswell High School. And there's a handoff to Bryce Sanchez.
And depending on the spot, again, he will be close to first. It looks like they're going to mark him a yard short.
Yep, we're going to go probably third down and 1 now, Coach.
And we were talking about shootout here, Coach. Here's the update. End of the first quarter, 22-16 Artesia.
Well, I'm going to be surprised on a fade right here, but no, they're going to hand it off again to Bryce Sanchez, and Sanchez will have the first down. So we're in the red zone.
Bryce Sanchez on the carry for the Coyotes, taking the ball down inside the 10, and that's going to be good for another
Coyote. First down. So we're moving the ball, 14-14 here at home. I want to be a bit surprised here if we lob it up to Estrada, number 30.
I think we're going to see the ball stay on the ground, Coach.
Well, there's another timeout.
Well, big.
And let's see who it is.
Yeah, it's the
Mayfield.
last one from Mayfield.
Mayfield.
So, Coach, the reason I think he's going to keep it on the ground until he doesn't really have an option. You tried to pull a Coach McDonald right there and spill your drink all over the papers I printed out for you. Ariel was just, he threw the pick six. He's not probably as confident as you'd like to be right now with the passing. Now, you'd like to get that confidence back, sure.
Yes, sir.
But we need a score here. So let's keep pounding the ball with Bryce Sanchez or Jonah Gamboa or Ariel himself. I mean, Ariel has got the long touchdown run.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's keep it on the ground here. If we get to a third down situation, we're still, in that 8-yard range, then I can see hanging one in there. Maybe look for the tight end or, the slant, as you said, or the fade. But I really think these next 2 downs will be running plays.
14-14 is a score. We're here with 7 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the first half. Nice crowd here in the Wool Bowl. A lot of dancing going on. I see Coach Lujan down there. He is the head baseball coach along with student council representative. Does a fantastic job. And is also my substitute, your partner when I'm gone.
That's right. He does a good job here.
On the air.
He does a good job. He's no Art Sandoval, but he does a good job.
But here it is.
Oh,
Seabass in for another Coyote touchdown. Touchdown, Coyotes. Sebastian Mendoza for 6. So Roswell High jumps ahead by 6. It's going to bring up, I was going to say Dusty Kennard. And going back to some homecoming, some old Coyotes. I shouldn't say old Coyotes. They're always Coyotes, former players.
There you go.
His son now is kicking for the Roswell Coyotes. And Kennard's kick is up and good. 21-14 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. Coyotes lead. We'll be right back. You listen to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and KSBTV.com. We'll be right back.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a deer. Hear Renee's story at deer.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
What a run by Seabass, better known as Sebastian Mendoza. The Roswell Coyotes lead 21-14, and you're going to give him credit for what, Coach?
8-yard touchdown sprint, showing off the speed. Seabass can move. You know, he'll show it to you on the football field, the basketball court, or the baseball diamond, any one you ask him to. Probably be good on the track as well.
Well, he's a lefty. He can throw a little bit of a baseball, too. So there's Kennard.
And they don't want to see that starburst, do
Well,
they?
and I don't blame him.
Oh, nice job.
Wow.
Oh,
wow. I saw number 41. That was Vernon Molinar, I thought.
Yeah, but it took
three more to assist.
It took Isaac Loya with his second special teams tackle of the night already.
Well, Coach,
finally get him down.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off again, Coach, but I know traditionally what we've done to make our listeners and the people out there watching, tradition about Roswell High School, you want to really go out there and take a look at the people in the Wool Bowl. And when we're talking Kyle football, you're talking, and I'm going to go back to my days a little bit. And I know you went to the other school, but you're a Coyote now. And, I think about, there's going to be taking a shot here. We'll see what happens here on this play.
Pick.
And it's going to be picked off by the Roswell Coyotes.
That's Wes Gallegos.
Wes Gallegos.
Coach, he was playing center field on that and played perfectly. He saw that ball in the air, and he was on it the whole way. He didn't look at that defender. He knew he had help. He just stayed with the ball, went up in the air, and made the interception. And what a nice play for the sophomore.
Yeah, that's great.
Wes Gallegos.
Coach, on that coaching staff right now, I'm just talking about former Coyotes. Tim Fuller, he's one of the assistant coaches. Back in the day, we played together as well, too, and he's just a great guy. He's going to be a Coyote for life, but, he went to Roswell High School. He played at Roswell High went to Roswell High School, played at Roswell High School, coaching at Roswell High School. You think about Mickey Reeves, Jason Clemens. You talk about...
We're taking our own shot here.
John Duran. And that one's going to be picked off by Mayfield now. There's going to be a disagreement there on the field, but it's going to be intercepted now.
Yeah.
Mayfield now will... take over.
Yeah, Jonah Gamboa made an attempt to take that ball away, but unfortunately it's going to be the second interception for Areola.
Right. Well, we talk about state championships for Roswell High School. Coach, I'm going to put you on the spot.
All right.
And you know this. But how many state championships does Roswell High have, and can you name them?
Well, there's two in the 50s, 54 and 55.
54 and 55.
And there are
another back-to-back in the 80s.
In the 80s, and that would be 87, 88.
That's correct.
And then the two-time defending champions that we are right now, so that would be the 19 and 20.
I was just going to see if you knew that, Coach, because COVID missed everything.
Yeah. 19, 20.
Oh, well. So right now, number 2 is Jose Montoya for Las Cruces, Mayfield.
Yeah, Jeff Irish showing his mobility there for the
athleticism.
I tell you what, that's Jeff Irish runs 280, and he's flying around the field there making a tackle. That's nicely done. Doing a little dance after.
Well, I have an update.
An Irish jig. He did an Irish jig.
Irish jig. Update in Rio Rancho. Lost the first match to Hobbs. First is because they're playing pool play, 25-19. So looks like the Roswell Lady Coyotes.
You said they split with Goddard, though, right?
They split with Goddard, so they're playing some good ball, it seems like, up there. And here comes the quarterback under pressure.
Nicely done.
Miguel Cabrelas.
And Cabrelas did not let him get away that time. Sack for
Anthony Carrillo.
Yeah,
that's the quarterback and sacked by Cabrelas.
That's about an 8-yard sack, so that's going to make things difficult. Third and very long, 5:30 left, so plenty of time for the Coyotes. They can get the ball back after the dueling interceptions there.
Well, also, Coach, the state championship, too, we were talking about is in
2000 and 2001.
But I'm talking back to back. But 2000, you know, and I was a little coach back then too under Jack
that's
Sisko.
7, right?
Yeah, but that was Dontrell Moore. You're talking about the Dontrell Moore days. He went to UNM, played a little NFL football as well. Oh, there's Miguel Cabrales again.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. That's going to be Caden George.
Yeah.
Dontrell Moore. You had Manny Fuentes. You had Louis Joe Gomez.
Yeah, great team.
Just a lot of big names out there. And, you know, DJ Renteria.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there was
NFL player.
He played for the Denver Broncos. There's a picture of my wife, Lisa, and DJ as she's helping him off the field. It's kind of funny because she's only about 5'6" or so. And then she's actually holding him, but he's holding her, and he's like 6'7", so it's kind of a neat picture. So true definition there.
Coach, this is the receiver who got the touchdown, Cameron Sowards.
We're going to be offsides as Joel Renteria, sorry.
See that 7.
George Chavez. Well, that's another Coyote.
Yeah.
Joel Renteria graduated last year.
I was going to say, Cameron Sowards, from what I've seen on film, this kid is a punter. Now, what? So you see how deep we're playing. We've seen the film, too. I mean, he can boot it and usually gets the bounce as well. So we need to field this and not let it bounce.
Well, I can tell you here in just a minute after this kick.
And maybe I'll jinx him, but, I mean, he can boot it.
I saw a freshman from the Roswell Coyotes that kicked a 78-yard. There's a block! There's a block!
And George is going to score!
And George is in for a touchdown! Touchdown, Coyotes! Number 7, George Chavez. George Chavez blocks the punt, picks it up, and goes in for another Coyote touchdown on homecoming night in the Wool Bowl.
Wow.
27-14 is the score. Wow. Look at the excitement here by these young guys here on the sideline. The crowd's going wild. That's what Coyote football is all about.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Did you call that, Coach?
I did not.
Well, somebody did.
Wow is all I can say to that. What a tremendous play by George Chavez. As the no, that's a no play.
In Texas, you can do it. So that PAT is up and no good.
Oh, I thought they stopped the play. All right, so that point after touchdown is blocked. So.
Well, let's take a quick break, Coach. You're watching Roswell football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KCPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Good morning, honey. Hey, I have to pick up the kids from school this afternoon. Can you call...
A home invasion can happen anytime, even when you're at home. Protect your home and the ones you love with whole home security from Zenith Security. The security experts at Zenith Security can monitor your whole home 24/7. So they're ready whether you're there or not. Call Zenith Security Services, LLC at 626-3521. That's 626-3521 and get whole home security with Zenith Security Services, LLC.
What a ball game here in the Wool Bowl. The Roswell Coyotes scored on a 18-yard block punt by number 7, Jorge George.
We'll find out what he wants us to call him.
I was going to say Lopez. Chavez. And he scoops it up and goes into the end zone for a touchdown. PAT was blocked. But wow, Coach, what a first half.
Well, crazy stuff.
14.
Onside kick, block, punt, interceptions. I mean, it's been wild.
Well, a lot of game to be played still.
Kind of faked the starburst there and tackled from behind. Good opportunity to get the ball out.
Eyewitness number 11.
Yeah, that was
Sabino Lazos. Wow. Well, I just tell you what, man, this is just really, you never count the Coyotes out because, you started out at, 0-3 and then come back and just take care of business.
Yeah, just a wild game. 2 block kicks, special teams touchdown, onside kick recovered, 3 interceptions, or 4.
4, Coach. Okay, so.
No, just 3.
Oh, I'm just going, you sure?
They have 2 and we have 1.
Oh, that's right. There was one that was dropped, so we'll go 3. Yep. Oh, well, I'll tell you, man, these text messages are really coming in. I'm glad to see this. Good friend, Heather Amaro, she's over there, and she's Dexter Demon. She was at Roswell High for a few years.
Sure.
Talking about 1985, Kai Cheatham was also playing. 27-14. We're under 3 minutes and 15 seconds. The quarterback still is Anthony Carrillo. And wow, what a tackle by number 11.
Savino Lazos, my goodness.
Lazos.
Big hit and slow to get up is the runner Montoya, and I would be too. That was a full head of steam on that one.
Coach, just looks totally different compared to week 1. I'm just telling you, the reps that these Coyotes are getting in practice, and just looks like a total different team from week number 1.
A completely different team. I mean, that's
and
we always play our best in the red uniforms. I'm just going to say that, though.
Well, I agree. When you're at home, that's exactly what happens. So here comes Carrillo dropping back to pass. He's under pressure, and he could be sacked, and he is sacked by number 10, Gonzalo Garcia.
Yeah, his first credited tackle for the game, and that is going to be for a sack. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. We'll see.
Jeff Lynn's going to call a timeout here. He's going to try to get the ball back one more time.
Yeah, we can take one if you want.
Let's do. We'll be right back. You'll listen to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
And we're back. 27-14 is the score. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, broadcasting live from the Wool Bowl. Man, we're getting updates, getting text messages from all around the world. I'm telling you, Coach.
International?
International. So it's going to be a 4th down situation for the Trojans.
You got that one off a little quicker.
Well, and that's okay, but...
And not as good a kick as I think he normally would.
And I think that's Monreal.
Yeah, smart stay behind it. I like that.
Okay.
No return, and the Coyotes will have the ball at their own 33-yard line with 2:23 left, and I do not believe they have a timeout left. So.
Well, they don't, Coach, and Jeff Lynn is going to try to score one more time before halftime. Also, I see the new head coach, Dr. Dan Smith. He is the new head basketball coach for girls basketball. He's in the house, along with former cheerleader Melissa Kane.
Wearing that red. Like to see it.
Melissa Kane Smith, I should say, that's his wife.
Sure.
So, and that's a 91 graduate. Both of them actually are. So here we go. It's going to be a spread offense now. So Areola, the only back in the backfield. Watch quarterback draw. And that's exactly what it is, quarterback draw. There's Areola on the 40. He's going to be out about the 39-yard line, possible face mask.
And he's going to tag on 15 to that as Areola makes sure that the referee saw it.
My brother, Robert Sandoval, is listening in the house.
It's going to be a 7-yard carry for Areola. Clock stops 2 different ways on that, both with the going out of bounds and
add 15.
Adding the 15 for the face mask, and that's going to put Coyotes in business. I mean, you pretty much...
I don't know if I can do that.
No, I don't think you can do that, but yeah, plenty of time. Almost takes time, as a factor away. You're already into Trojan territory. Plenty of time to score here. Whole playbook's open.
Spread offense again. Trips to the top, bottom. 2 here.
Just do your thing.
And Areola, watch quarterback draw again. No, quick pass. And that's going to be 2. Nobody else but number 9, Jonah Gamboa. And there's going to be a flag in the play. It might be a holding on Mayfield.
Or some kind of block in the backs. Well,
Oh, no, wait. They just pointed at Roswell High.
Yeah, I think maybe we got an illegal block trying to set up that screen, and we do.
Holding.
So that's going to mean first in the area of 20 yards. Looks like it'll be exactly 20. But that's fine. That's still, almost past midfield. The clock is stopped, as I said, so plenty of time for Areola. A little bit tougher here having to get 20 yards for the first down, but you're not thinking first down here. You're thinking hitting 34 before you go in at the half.
Well, that's exactly right. That's a great call. And again, I love the spread.
Got Eli Lynn's out here by himself and trips to the right.
Yeah, a little movement there almost by Lynn. But there is miscommunication there.
Yeah.
I thought maybe, and I could be mistaken, Coach, and probably am, unless Josh Estrada got caught up there. I'm not sure if Eli Lynn was on the wrong route or not. I'm just assuming.
Well, he certainly threw the ball.
It looked different to me.
Yeah.
I caught the very end of it.
The only thing with that, to me, is that if he keeps running to where he threw the ball, you're going to have Estrada and Lynn there in the same spot, and you never want that.
Right, so. Exactly. 27-14, we're under 2 minutes now in the half. Roswell Coyotes do lead, and Areola is the quarterback. You got Trio to the top there. Areola rolling out to the left. He has some running room. He's going to decide to take it himself, and he is going to be on his feet still and brought down about the 49-yard line. Forward progress. And I'm real surprised we haven't got a text message from University of Nebraska at Kearney, my wife's alma mater, but head coach Josh Lynn.
Josh Lynn, yeah, I promise you he's listening. Because
the brother of
he
Jeff
always
Lynn.
Is.
Good guy. He'll give us a shout out here in just a moment. So right now it's going to be a third down and about 15, Coach.
Yeah, and they're just going to run it with Bryce and see if he can make something happen here. He's going to get nowhere near the first down yardage. He is going to pick up about 5.
So it's going to bring a fourth down opportunity for the Coyotes.
And with no timeouts, either team, or did somebody? Yeah.
Well, you're going to punt here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of a fake. I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I think the safe thing to do with a 2-touchdown lead is to punt here, obviously. So I don't like this as a fake situation. I hope he kicks it, but that's why I'm up here and they're down there.
Well, there's 6:05, 4 seconds left on the clock. There's the punt, and what a beauty it is.
Fair
catch. Yep, fair caught.
So they'll have to go 87 yards, starting at their own 13. So I like that decision. Just 1:07 left. We forced Coach Bradley to take all his timeouts, so he can't stop the clock that way. So that's definitely the right thing to do there.
Well, I totally agree with you, Coach. The way the defense is playing for the Roswell Coyotes right now, that was the absolute right thing to do.
Yeah.
So, well, and here in just a moment, I think we're going to have a 20-minute halftime. We're the Big Red Band, homecoming court, statistics from Kelly McDonald, and we'll recap the game here momentarily, but we're still about 1 minute and 7 seconds away before that happens. And now here comes another flag, and that's going to be on the Mayfield Trojans. It looks like number 20, Anthony Carrillo, the quarterback, looks a little confused. They'll call it a false start.
Well, yeah, they were in the spread formation there. But now, if you back up too far to take a shot, you're dangerously close to the end zone. If I'm Coach Bradley, I might pull out my book of running plays here and just let the clock, because Coach Lynn can't stop it either.
Well,
everybody's used them all.
You're exactly right. I wouldn't be surprised he goes straight into the bone there and just runs it out. Safety would be nice too, but he's going to air it out. And Coach,
that's got to be grounding in the end zone. There's nobody out here.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Is there a flag though? How is that not grounding in the end zone? There isn't a receiver.
That should be a safety.
That should be a safety. And they're discussing it, but I sure would have liked to have seen a flag thrown there. Because you can always pick up the flag, but that's pretty obvious.
Well, there comes, I see Larry Grant going over.
And they're going to decide.
There was nobody in the vicinity.
I wonder if because the ball got past the line of scrimmage. Boy, that.
And there's going to be the call.
Yep, grounding.
Intentional grounding.
He's in the end zone. And now the flags come out.
And it's going to be, look at this, Coach. It's going to be a safety. It should be, right?
And a safety, yep.
Okay, so now the Roswell Coyotes also have another opportunity to score with 1 minute left.
With 1 minute left and potentially a short field, and we'll go over what happens with a safety here.
So the Roswell Coyotes, go for it, Coach. Say it.
Well, I'm just looking over Coach Bradley. He's gonna want an explanation, but I mean, once he's putting his hands out in disgust, but. You know, there's not much to argue there.
No, there isn't.
There wasn't a receiver within a half a mile of where he threw it, and if you ground the ball and you're standing in the end zone, that's a safety.
Coach, I'm telling you, another text message. We're getting them all over the world, from anywhere from Maine to Nevada, from Connecticut, and a real good coyote by the name of Dana House from Dexter, New Mexico.
Oh, Miss House.
We miss old Dana at Roswell High School.
We do. A Roswell High legend. Talk about a coyote for life.
You ain't kidding. All right, so let's see what
but I'll
the
tell you
Mayfield
what,
Trojans
I'll tell you about Miss House, though.
Okay.
She passed the torch for longevity at Roswell High staff.
She did?
To 2 people. Who are those 2 people?
Passed the torch?
Yeah. Who's been at Roswell High the longest now that Miss House has left?
The longest consecutive years or
Yes.
overall?
Actually, both.
Well, you're probably one of them.
I am.
Yeah. Consecutively.
Yep. And the other one?
My wife.
That's right. Lisa Sandoval.
She's actually probably the oldest. I shouldn't say the oldest. She's probably
longest tenured.
The tenured teacher at Roswell High School is Lisa Sandoval.
She probably is. I did a short stint early in my career at Mountain View, so that's probably right.
Yeah, and then, of course, I went to Mesa as an assistant, and early college as an assistant, but back at Roswell as an assistant now. So, okay, so the Trojans elect to kick old style, traditionally. Oh, okay, I thought they were going to go into a starburst here, Coach. And it is number 25, Monreal, still on his feet.
Yeah, he's going to get about the 48.
Coach, and we still have 1 timeout left, I believe.
Do we? Now, the problem with that run back, though, Coach, whether or not we have 1 timeout left, I promised myself I'd keep track of that, and I didn't. It took almost 15 seconds off the clock, and that might be more valuable than the, 18 yards I'm going to give him on the return.
Yep. So, speaking of that, we said this before, but you have how many years in total?
I'm starting my 26th year.
Yeah, 26, yeah.
And 23 of those at Roswell High.
23 at Roswell High, and Lisa 25 consecutive.
So I guess she's got the torch.
So far, so good. 23 for me.
All right, we do have time, as you said, and 52 yards, or maybe try a field goal.
29-14 is the score. Kyle do lead with 47.9 seconds. Ariola, the quarterback, and there's going to be a flag, and it looks like it's
delay.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Coyotes.
So unable to get a play off there in the allotted time.
We have a dead ball penalty delay of game called against the offense. That'll put it back 5. Repeat first down.
Coach, didn't I say in the break, how could this game get wilder? And then we have a safety.
I called it.
We have definitely had it all, Coach. We're really going to have to go digging into obscurity to have more weird things happen in this game. But we'll take the outcome for sure as the Coyotes lead 29-14 with less than a minute left. Here's the screen.
Oh, well.
Pick it up.
I thought it was almost a lateral, Coach.
Yeah, I
see what was going to happen there, and we had an eligible man open because Seabass was about to throw it with his left hand.
Well, I'm not sure, Coach. If he was, then he didn't run the play right because he was ahead of the quarterback making it a forward pass, and then he couldn't have thrown another forward pass. If that was what he was going to do, he needed to back up about 3 yards. But I'd love to see it. And he can, like you said, he can sling a baseball. I'm sure he can throw a football a little bit too.
I'm sure he can. So here we go. It's going to be second down. Excuse me. Areola is under pressure. He breaks the tackle.
Oh, now he's coming back and he's got blockers, Coach.
He does have blockers.
One more to miss.
There's a lot of running going on. There's Areola.
Oh, get out, get out.
And he did a lot of running for about 7 yards. Well, and it was good effort, by all means.
It was, but Coach, he's got to get out. And I think that's what Coach Lynn's telling him right there. That one more yard isn't helping us. You get out of bounds right there. Let's see. Are they giving him out of bounds?
Yes, they are.
No, I thought he just blew the
29-14.
Okay, so
that's the
that's
score. 26.4 seconds remaining in the half. The Roswell Coyotes do lead. And we're going to go and spread offense. Trips to the top. Little twins down here to the bottom here. Areola. I don't know if he'll go quarterback draw, but he's going to go quick pass to number 33, and that's going to be Eli Lynn. Incomplete.
Yeah, low. One hopped it in there. Kind of bounced it into first.
Well, you know, I'm okay here with a fourth down opportunity here for the Coyotes. I mean, you go ahead and punt.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have one play for Mayfield. Now, don't give up on it. I think you go down there and you try to get the ball still.
Sure, you can knock the ball out, force a fumble, something like that. Another good kick from Kennard.
Oh.
That's returnable, though. And nice tackle.
So, with 11.8 remaining, the Mayfield Trojans will take over.
And Connor Nichols, the long snapper. Special teams tackles. Some nice job there on the 33-yard punt from Kennard. And
so do they put the downs and distance on the TV?
I don't know. We can find out.
People are asking if do you do downs and distance on TV? No? Okay.
Just the score and the time?
Score and time. Okay.
Quarter.
And possessions. Good. All right, here we go.
Well, they're not giving up either. He's going to try to get out of bounds. He probably will. And he was pushed out of bounds last second.
That's a clean hit. That's a clean hit by Jorge Chavez.
Yeah, it's perfectly legal. Does stop the clock with 4 seconds left.
It looked a little gruesome, but it was legal.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's still in bounds. I mean, you could just kind of make sure he goes out of bounds there. But perfectly legal play. I'm not sure I like it, but it's a perfectly legal play.
Well, we're going to take, here in just a moment, we're going to take about 2 minutes. Is that what we're going to do in a minute?
We will take about 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. So 29-14 is the score. Carrillo, the quarterback for Las Cruces Mayfield, dropping back to pass. He has a man open. And, oh, wow, I thought he almost, if he would have got that real clean, Coach George Chavez would have really laid some wood.
Yeah. Instead, he just makes a good solid form tackle and ends the half. And the half will end with the Roswell Coyotes leading the Mayfield Trojans 29-14.
Well, let's do this. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back, talk a little statistics, look at the Big Red Band, I think, and then we'll talk a little homecoming. We'll be right back.
Big O Tires is celebrating its Carlsbad location's 1-year anniversary with big savings. Now through September 30th, get $50 off sets of 4 in-stock Big O brand tires. Up to $150 in tire rebates from brands like Goodyear, Pirelli, Bridgestone, Hankook, and General Tires. Plus discounts on oil changes, alignments, financing options, and more. Stop by either Big O location for these big deals. 4212 National Parks Highway in Carlsbad or 1305 North Main Street in Roswell. Installation charges extra. Eligibility may vary. Disposal and local tire fees extra. Up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price. Not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store and rebate forms for details.
May's
Mays Lumber Company. You know us for quality service and dependability. And Mays Lumber Company's pellet stoves are exactly that. A pellet stove from Mays Lumber Company provides you with the cozy, comfortable heat you want when you want it. With a pellet stove from Mays Lumber, you can adjust the intensity of heat and maintain a constant temperature. Plus, pellet stoves will save you both time and money, along with easy maintenance. Come pick yours up today. Mays Lumber Company, 115 South Virginia, Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Coyote fans, there is light in the tunnel, hope in our hearts, and faith in each other. Being back on the field is a milestone and a huge accomplishment. So we're planning your financial future, protecting your family, and having a successful retirement. Like our children, be an overcomer. Strive for the best, expect nothing less. I can help. This is Damon Graham, your local New York Life agent. Call me at 575-623-0803. Expect to be blessed.
There's never a bad time to break out a bag of La Poblanita party tostadas at home, the office, in the club, wherever. Parties happen with La Poblanita party tostadas, the perfect crunch, seasoned just right and ready to get the party started. It's the dippable chip that bites back, the chips that make bland salsas better. Grab a bag of La Poblanita party tostadas at your local grocery store across all of southeastern New Mexico and take the party up a notch with La Poblanita party tostadas. They're all that and a bag of chips.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl here in Roswell, New Mexico, the All-American City. Homecoming night here. We're at halftime as the Roswell Coyotes lead 29-14. We're going to have Coach Kelly McDonald talk a little stats. We'll recap the first half. Big Red Band will play, and then homecoming festivities. Sorry. Coach, talk to me.
Well, they're starting the festivities right now.
Festivities.
Let me. They'll start.
Oh, homecoming's first.
Yeah. So do you want to do that, or do you want me to go through the stats quick? I can do it quick.
You go stats. Heck yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with special teams. Peyton Kennard is 3 out of 4 on extra points. 3 of them were good, and 1 was blocked. It was going to be good. He also had 2 punts for a total of 63 yards. It's about a 31.5 average. See those everyday math skills there, partner. 3 kickoff returns, all from Jeremiah Monreal, for a total of 42 yards. Defensively, Coyotes had a host of stars on defense. Adrian Anaya, Sabino Lazos, Wes Gallegos, Jeff Irish, all with 3 tackles. George Chavez, Caden George, Cheeto Lomelli, Isaac Loya each chipped in 2. Gonzalo Garcia, Miguel Cabrales, Remy Villa, and Connor Nichols each had 1. They had 4 tackles for loss from Gonzalez, Cabrales, George, and Irish. That's Caden George, including 2 sacks from Garcia and Cabrales, 1 interception from Wes Gallegos, and a blocked punt for a touchdown from George Chavez. So the defense, man, getting it done and filling up the score sheet. Offensively, start with the passing game. Richard Ariella was 2 of 8, 44 yards and 3 interceptions. Both of those balls were caught by Josh Estrada for a total of 44 yards. On the ground, Josh Estrada had 1 carry for 8 yards. Sebastian Montoya, 2 carries for a total of 19 yards and a touchdown. Jonah Gamboa, 4 carries for a total of 30 yards. Richard Ariola, 9 carries for 53 yards. And Bryce Sanchez led all rushers in the first half, 11 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. And that's the halftime stats.
Well, good job, partner. That was just right timing. Roswell Coyotes lead 29-14 as we are getting ready to begin the homecoming court festivities. Thank you for that, Coach. I couldn't talk earlier.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, it looks like right now the freshman Prince and Princess, Zai Carrasco and Brianna Castro,
And he is escorting your sophomore princess, Miss
Sophomore Prince, Josh Estrada.
He's a little busy right now.
And Princess is Isabella
Izzy Garcia. Okay.
Garcia.
And now introducing your junior prince is Mr. Jorge Chavez.
Junior Prince is Jorge George Chavez.
Miss Maya Campuzano.
Princess is Maya Camposano.
Yeah, and some of these princes are a little busy in the locker room, Coach.
Yeah, they are. Being escorted by a couple of Mr. Carrasco.
The prince, your freshman prince, Zai Carrasco.
So Zai Carrasco.
And Diana Carrasco.
Zai Carrasco is out there as well as a freshman prince. Brianna Castro is a princess. The daughter of Raul Castro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Zai Carrasco, the son of Principal Pilar Carrasco.
Your sophomore prince is Josh Estrada. His parents are Alicia Aguirre and Alonso Estrada.
So Prince for the sophomore prince is Joshua Estrada. And I don't have the exact things that the PA announcer has there. But Izzy Garcia is the princess for the sophomore group.
Right, she's represented by the dance team.
Jorge Chavez. His parents are Mayra Palomares and Jorge Chavez Sr.
Junior Prince, Jorge Chavez.
And your junior princess is Maya Campuzano, and her parents are.
It's not every day you block a punt, pick it up, score a touchdown, and you're the homecoming prince at halftime. That's you're having a pretty good night.
That's pretty good night.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your senior prince and princess candidates.
Candidates for the senior class.
Senior prince candidate, Mr. Miguel Cabrales.
3 candidates. Prince is Miguel Cabrales.
His parents are Alicia Vargas and Victor Vargas.
And Miguel, kind of in the same boat, gets a big sack, and then his chance to be the homecoming king.
Victoria Tori Sandoval.
And Victoria Tori Sandoval.
Victoria Tori Sandoval.
And she's the daughter of Art and Lisa Sandoval.
She's up in Rio Rancho. They just finished playing, so I don't know if they're listening up there in Rio Rancho.
Yeah, so you have Miguel's mom and Tori's mom representing them out there, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Josue Berespe.
Senior princess, Miss Carla Valverde.
And princess is Carla Valverde. And then there's another prince and princess candidate.
And finally, your last candidates are Prince
Another football player.
Another football player, Jonah Gamboa. He is in the locker room at halftime. Another senior princess is Adali Romero.
All right, cheerleader. So we got
cheerleader.
2 cheerleaders. We got a dance team member. We got several football players. We got a volleyball player represented. We got a band member represented. We got a tennis player represented. Coach, that's what you like to see.
Absolutely.
Get involved, kids. That's the lesson here. Get involved with everything you can. Enjoy this time because it will be over in a flash, and you'll wish you did.
So Josue Barespe is going to be the homecoming king.
And he's excited.
He's excited. Jose Barespe is the king for the 2021 homecoming king.
And putting the crown on his head and the sash. And he is genuinely touched by this, Coach. I know that kid, and he is a good kid, and this is a big deal.
Miss Victoria Tori Sandoval.
And Tori Sandoval. Congratulations, Coach.
Victoria Tori Sandoval is the queen for Roswell High School 2021.
Now tell me, Coach, did that young lady who's getting the crown put on her head, is this first time thing for her? When she was in school, did she also get this?
You know what? That's a good question.
Because I know she was the type, the athlete, the involved, the popular,
They got a little crowd out there rooting on Lisa as well. So King and Queen, Jose Barespe and Victoria Sandoval, King and Queen, for the 2021 homecoming festivities.
And I'll tell you what, Coach, that's a great group of kids. They're not just the King and Queen, but all the people nominated. I just happen to know quite a little bit about most of those kids. I'm sure you do too, and that's a great court there. It's good to see those really good kids and have them be recognized by their peers. This is all by their peers. It's a voting thing, and it's just nice to see those kind of kids. They're all good students. They're good for their community, and that's kids that are going places.
Absolutely, that's pretty cool to see right there. I'm glad they said that about Victoria. Announcing her again, a nice little crowd out there cheering her on. She wants to be a speech pathologist, Coach, when she gets older,
and
playing some travel softball and volleyball, and
that's a noble profession.
And of course, softball is a sport, but man, very proud of that young lady. Actually proud of, as you mentioned earlier, every one of these young men and women here. Like you said, they just really do a good job, not only athletically, but in the classroom, most importantly. So there's your 2021 homecoming court. Again, we'll announce that here momentarily. It looks like just getting some text messages here from Mr. Lujan. Again, the freshman prince and princess, Zai Carrasco, Princess Brianna Castro. Sophomore prince is Joshua Estrada, Princess Isabel Garcia. Junior prince, Jorge George Chavez, Princess Maya Campuzano. Senior prince, Miguel Cabrales, Princess Victoria Tori Sandoval, Prince Jose Baraspe, Princess Carla Valverde, Prince Jonah Gamboa, and then Princess Adelie Romero. And then, of course, it is named King and Queen for the homecoming court 2021. The prince is Jose Baraspe, and the queen.
Not the princess. She's the queen.
Congratulations to Victoria Sandoval.
And congratulations to Art Sandoval and Lisa Sandoval as well. That's neat. And I see last year's King and Queen down there, and I know the King would rather still be out there in uniform, but...
That's it. So, well, now, our Big Red Band, they'll have right about 6 minutes exactly to do that. And I tell you what, Dr. Gomez is really doing a phenomenal job there at Roswell High School. I really, really enjoy talking with him. And I tell you what, the kids really love him. And here is the Big Red Band lining up. And boy, I tell you what, really, it's a big crowd over here at Roswell High School right now.
And the student section chanting, Big Red Band. You got to love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The support of Coyote Nation for each and every contributing member. We're going to let you listen?
Yeah, let's do that, Coach.
Let's let everybody listen.
We're going to pause and listen to the Big Red Band. We'll be right back. right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl here in Roswell, New Mexico, the All-American City. And the score is 29-14. We're going to take a break. About 2 minutes, Coach?
3:18. How's that?
3:18. Okay, so we'll be right back. Kyle's lead, 29-14. You're listening and watching at KSBTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
The demand for registered nurses continues to grow. Now is the time to apply for New Mexico's #1 ranked nursing program at ENMU Roswell. A new class of first-year students will be accepted for this coming January 2022 semester. Receive state-of-the-art training with experienced faculty who will prepare you for a rewarding career in nursing. Application deadline is November 5th. For more information, call 575-624-7468.
Well, the Eastern New Mexico State Fair is coming up, and while a lot of people associate the fair with rides, funnel cakes, and feeling queasy, the FFA and 4-H kids are all thinking about their animals. You see, these kids are the first to tell you, our food doesn't come from the supermarket, it comes from the farms and ranches. And they've been working hard all year, raising up their animals and hoping for blue ribbons. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, reminding you, a lot more happens in the country than just stealing watermelons. Or maybe that was just me.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the Amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $7.99, and our #1 selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $9.99. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
Welcome back to Roswell High School football. Roswell Coyotes lead 29-14 as we begin the third quarter, and there's Kennard's kick. And look like it's fair caught quickly, and the Mayfield Trojans will take over about the 44-yard line. Oh, man, fun games, fun laughs. What else can we talk about, Coach? I'll tell you what. Well, there's people walking by, making noises.
Yeah, even with the safety, though, it's still just a 2-score game. So, you know, lots of football to be played here.
There's the bone, as we talked about, and this is regular old lead. And that's going to be number 2, Sebastian. Excuse me. Number 2 is going to be Montoya for Mayfield. So the Roswell Coyotes now will be going to the north. They're covering the south end zone.
Caden George on the tackle there after the 5-yard gain.
Yeah,
and after the onside kick, kind of puts the defense in a tough spot, but they played great.
So 5 plus 5 now. It's going to be wishbone action again for Mayfield. 2nd and 5, make it 2nd and about 3 now for Mayfield.
And
3rd and 3, excuse me.
Cabrales on the tackle there, and
uh-oh, there's an injury in the play.
Is that Cheeto? And it's an official timeout.
And I'm not sure where
Remy Villa comes in to replace, I believe it's Lomelli.
Probably stepped out for a second.
And
let's take one, too, real quick.
Wasn't quite ready for that, but that's all right.
Okay, well, let's keep it here, huh?
Yeah, let's just keep it here.
Okay.
As they tend to. I believe it is Cheeto Lomelli injured on the play. We'll see reaching towards the right leg, perhaps. And he's being attended to by the Mayfield staff, actually.
I don't know where. Maybe somebody stepped out to.
Yeah. interesting. I thought that, but that's nice of the Mayfield trainers to hustle over and help us out. And get Cheeto to his feet, but he has to be assisted off the field. So I think we've seen all of Cheeto tonight. Maybe, gosh, putting a little weight on that right leg.
That hurts right there.
So Cheeto, not a starter, but in that defensive line rotation, and already had a pretty good half of football. And Remy Villa will come in and replace him, big Remy Villa. Will line up at the defensive end spot. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. Under center now, tries to get him to jump. And it's going to be enough for the first down.
There it is. So, okay. Well, I was trying to find out, make sure everything's okay down there. I don't know where she went.
And
there she comes now. She was checking it out there. So it looks like Dr. Martinez is on him right there. And here comes Lisa now. Okay, here we go.
Cheeto in good hands, and first down for the Trojans at the Coyote 45.
Bone action now. Here comes Carrillo. He's going to hand that off. Just looked like a little counter play.
And didn't fool Caden George for a second. Comes up in that linebacker spot and makes a nice tackle.
So that was, okay, so
for a loss.
That's going to be a loss. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be second down. I'm going to say second down at about 11. Looks like 10 and a half, 11. We'll call it second and 11 now. And they, the Trojans now are in Coyote territory. Okay, here we go. Carrillo has his Mayfield Trojans in bone action. There's another lead. And, you know, Coach, here in the second half now, we really got to start thinking about, you know, the adjustments that Coach Mike Bradley is going to start doing as far as offensively for the Mayfield Trojans.
Well, I mean, they've been pretty well stymied by this Coyote defense. You know, you see 14 on the board for the Trojans, but remember, one of those was pick 6. So, you know, the defense, the actual defense has only given up 7 points in the first half. He's got to come up with something. And the only thing I've seen he's done much different this time is he's looking more to a running attack, getting in that wishbone and less passing.
Well, there's Jose Montoya again, and the young man can run a little bit, and I cut you off again, but...
No, that's all right. Alarcon on the tackle there is going to bring up a close to a first down. We'll see. Oh, no, they're 2 yards short, so 4th and 2. Big down here for the Coyote defense as they started on a short field. I do have a couple of Gene Dow, just sent this message. Holy cow, 42-37 Artesia, still 9 seconds left in the first half.
Still, imagine that.
79 points on the board in the first half combined, Artesia and Lovington. We know how that can happen.
Well, there's Montoya again running, and oh man, he's...
And there's your train, Coach.
Yeah, there's the train. First time we heard the train in quite a long time. And that is, who is that, Coach, on the tackle? That's number 6.
Yeah, that's Alarcon again, but not before they get the first down. And Mayfield in business now, knocking on the door. They're at the 28. And there's the Santa Fe Railroad going by and letting us know.
Okay, here we go again now. It's going to be first down and 10 for Mayfield. Oh, now we have a different runner now. That one is going to be Diego Guerra.
Yeah, and Irish got to him, I think, first one there. A little help from Remy Villa. As far as I know, and Mr. Tejas is still keeping us updated. Still 13-0 Los Lunas over Goddard. Don't know where in the game that one is yet. So
yeah, I'm trying to find out the status here of the that was Lomeli, you said, right?
Yeah, it was okay. Lomeli was hurt. Did they take him in the locker room?
Well, I don't think so, Coach. I didn't see him go off the field. And Lomeli is...
I don't see him on the... Oh, yeah, I see him on the sideline now. Yeah, there he is. He's right behind
so Lisa's down there right now. But, oh, man, what a tackle. A couple of coyotes there.
Well, it's Irish and Cabrales. And they can each... And... no, it's Caden George. Sorry, not Cabral. It's Caden George and Irish there at the same time. That's tackle for loss for each of those guys, half tackle for loss.
All right, Lamelli's on his feet. He's running. He's going back in, Coach.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So hopefully maybe just a cramp. He's asking to go in. I don't know if he's actually going in. He's going over here to talk to Coach. But he does look like he's available, so good news there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're back on our feet here, Coach. So we're going to have third down here in about, you said 6. There's going to be a possible pass. And boy, he is going to be sacked.
No, yeah, he handed it off, but not, you're going to say he was down. And is that going to be Cabrales for his second sack?
Cabrales is really playing his tail off tonight, Coach.
He really is.
It is going to be recorded as a quarterback sack, and that's going to be good for Cabrales.
Yeah, and so they've got to get inside the 19-yard line. So let's just say they got to get to the 18-yard line to get that first down. So chance for a turnover on downs here for the Coyote defense. They are too far to kick. They are too close to punt. And here's that spread formation.
And it's fourth down, so you got spread formation, trips to the top. Well, no, it's not, Coach. It's you got trips to the top, and you had a shotgun. Oh, man, I thought that was a hold.
You won't get it. Oh,
what a hit by Marcos Tarin, it looks like.
It'll depend on the spot. If they spot it on the 19, that is not going to be enough. I think they're going to be about a half yard short.
Well, I think, let's see what the officials say here. Mr. Whitehat is saying that it's going to be Coyote football.
Who was on the tackle there?
Well, I saw Tarin.
Okay.
Marcos Tarin was on the tackle, so the Trojans will be short, and the Roswell Coyotes will take over on downs. Another Coyote first down.
Well, more accurately, it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Coyotes, which they desperately needed there after the onside kick attempt did not go their way. So good job again by the defense. Like I said, Coach, they did give up one touchdown, but the other one's on special teams. This defense has been phenomenal.
They really have, Coach. 29-14 is the score with 5:59 remaining in the third quarter. Coyotes do lead, and Ariola's getting some direction from Jeff Lynn. He's saying run it, we'll have motion, and there it is. He's going to give it to, Bryce Sanchez, I would think.
Yeah, that's the sophomore, and he's going to get a couple. I think we can, well,
maybe 3, Coach.
Okay. I don't think it was it?
Oh, they're saying it's Jonah Gamboa.
Okay, you know what? I'll go with that.
So, okay, have a score. Fourth quarter, 13-0, Los Lunas.
All right.
And we get they are taking on the Goddard Rockets. And, you know, last week, Coach, they played the Hobbs Eagles and won, it's my understanding at least, I didn't see the game. They won in the last 30 seconds or something like that, I think.
Yeah, that's going to have some effect. That score hold, that's going to have some effect.
Absolutely.
On the rankings for sure.
Third down situation here for the Roswell Coyotes, and Arizola is just going to take it in the south. It looks like the Mayfield Trojans have adjusted to the offense here. Of course, the Roswell Coyotes are keeping everything on the ground as we speak. Fourth down, the Roswell Coyotes will punt as the punting unit will come aboard.
Yeah, and they need a good one from Peyton here. I mean, you always want a good one, but when you're deep in your own territory here, not that deep, but
well, what always scares me is a snap this close here.
Right. So Nichols the snapper, and it's a pretty good one, and kind of a short kick, high kick. It bounces sideways and now rolling the right way, and now east and west, and it's down by Monreal. So that winds up being a 25-yard punt. Really would have liked to seen a little more than that, but that's how it bounces sometimes. And now it's back on the defense with the Trojans with good field position yet again.
Yep, absolutely. So Carrillo's still going to be the quarterback. Anthony Carrillo, the junior quarterback. See if they go into bone again, and they do. The traditional Bradley offense. Just regular lead, it looks like.
Really not much there, maybe 2 yards. And 2, Caden George, who's
Caden has been really playing a heck of a ball game too.
Well, yeah, absolutely. 4 tackles in the second half. He's already got 3 tackles for loss. Yeah, he's calling his name, and when you're on defense, you want us to call your name. So
Second and 8 for the Mayfield Trojans. Wishbone. We're going to go rip this time, as they used to say it. And just regular old lead again.
And we'll give
third down, and probably going to give credit to about, 3 more, maybe 4? Okay, they're going to say 5 yards. The PA announcer.
And Lomeli's going to stay on the field, so he's all right.
No, I had no doubt in my mind, Coach. 29-14, the Roswell Coyotes still lead homecoming night with 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It is now 8:55 on Friday night, and they're going to take a shot, and it's going to be intercepted almost.
Yeah, Adrian
out of the hands.
Yeah,
Coach.
Adrian Anaya, he tried to pull a Wesley Gallegos there. I mean, he had it all the way, jumped at exactly the right time, got both hands on the ball, just could not bring it down. But it will bring up a 4th down and 4. And, Coach, I think they're going to punt.
Well,
I'm surprised at this.
I don't know if they're going to punt, Coach. I really don't think they're going to punt.
That's a mass substitution.
Well,
but
they are. They're lining up in punt formation.
Now this is where you look for the fake. This is prime fake territory, and I'm sure that's what Coach Bolaños is telling his crew.
He's saying, get out, 22-22.
Now he's saying, get back in, and it gives.
And there it is. We talked about it, and there is the fake.
Oh, Sabino though.
And the ball is fumbled.
You can't fumble it forward.
No, but if that's the case, he's down over here. Oh, they're going to give him credit, Coach.
Well, did he pitch it?
He fumbled it. I don't like the way that looked. Evidently, it was legal, but
you know what? I think he was going down. He knew it was short, and he fumbled it forward to his.
That's smart.
Well, it's smart if you get away with it, but it's illegal. Yeah. I mean, he's down where the ball should have been placed,
and see,
where the fumble was.
Jeff's talking about it right now. He goes, you can't do that. So he did it on purpose.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any doubt. He knew if he didn't. I mean, he had nothing to lose. It was smart in that regard, but it is also illegal.
Coach, he kicked it. I would like to go back to the film and see that. As he was going out of bounds, he drops the ball and kicks it 15 more yards.
It's my understanding you can't fumble the ball forward like that. I mean, he was about to go down. I don't think he was going out of bounds. I think Lazos had him going down. But maybe you saw something I didn't.
Well, I don't know.
We'll look on film.
Absolutely.
Either way, the Trojans keep the ball, and they're in good field position now.
Well, they're right back in the ball game if they score. There's a handoff now to Montoya.
Going to give.
So they're in the red zone.
Monreal with the tackle. He'll come off. And Lomeli will re-enter. Yeah, Coach, I just don't.
I'm not.
That seemed to be a not legal situation there.
Yeah, I'm just not real happy with that. So, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, it is first down, and
good defensive play there as they
handoff. Yep.
Bottle it up in the middle.
Well, I was going to talk about a little bit of volleyball here too, but I can't find out what time they play tomorrow and who they play.
Well, Coach, the PA announcer just announced that it's a final in Los Salinas.
Oh, really? A final?
Yep, 13-0 is the final.
Got Rockets lose.
Got Rockets lose, so that means it'll either be Farmington or Los Salinas as the number one.
Well, after this drive here, we'll find out. We'll talk about statistics again, and we'll go over top 10. And right now, what Mayfield's doing is just regular old just run down the throat is what they're trying to do right now, Coach.
Yeah, they're not trying to get too cute about it. You know, they got the break on the forward fumble is what I'll call it. I mean,
Well, that's exactly what it was.
And on fourth down on the fake punt, and they're trying to take advantage here, punch in the end zone. They're just 3 yards away. Third down, the Coyotes will need to stop them on consecutive downs here. I don't see a field goal happening with
24 seconds left in the third quarter.
There's one of them. And let's see who emerges there. It looks like.
Watch speed option here. I'm just telling you, watch speed option.
Cabrales there, and now it's fourth down.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to go for it.
And
I would watch option. But now, look at that. Fourth quarter over now, so. Okay. So it's going to be a fourth down situation for Mayfield. It's going to be fourth quarter. Let's take a break. You're listening to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSBTV.com. We'll be right back.
Coyote fans, this is Damon Graham, your local New York Life financial professional and parent to senior number 35, Caden Graham. While the Coyotes are working hard on the field, I question, is your money working hard for you? Have you equipped your family with the tools to insulate them from life's challenges? At New York Life, I specialize in educating through these processes. Let's work together to plan your future and protect your loved ones. Call me at 575-623-0803. Expect to be blessed.
And we're back. 29-14. Roswell does lead. The start of the fourth quarter is about to begin. This song here reminds me of a specific person back in the day playing some softball. But what is this called here, Coach? I can make your...
No, I don't know.
I can make your hands clap? They might be listening in Rio Rancho, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, it is a final. Goddard loses. Okay, it says Goddard final, 17-14.
Oh, 17-14.
Yeah, Los Lunas.
So a lot happened there. So that score being close, that might have a difference. You know, that's a lot different than 17-0.
Yeah, I got an update here from Dr. Bowles. 17-14. Yep. Thank you, Benji. All right, here we go now. It's going to be fourth down inside the 5-yard line. Mayfield.
Big down in this football game. Turner.
Absolutely. Mayfield running the bone here. Watch speed option. Watch toss sweep.
Got him.
Not yet.
Got him.
But the Roswell Coyotes stopped the Mayfield Trojans.
Another
turnover on downs.
That's just tremendous work there by that defense. They asked so much of him, not only this game, but every game. And who was it to drag him down there, Coach? George Chavez. What a game he's had today. Huh?
Jorge George Chavez.
Jorge George.
Jorge Chavez. All right, well, 29-14, the start of the fourth quarter now. The Roswell Coyotes will take over on the 1-yard line of the Mayfield Trojans. This is always a bit scary here.
It is, and they'll just push it straight forward, just pushing the pile, and good job by that offensive line.
Lomelli.
No, it's not Lomelli.
I don't know, I got a bug in my eye there. No, it's not. It wasn't Lomelli.
Oh, that's Jesus.
Campos. All right, that was nice. Okay, so second down now. I can't see the spot of the ball, can you?
Yeah, I mean, they pushed it all the way out to the 7. So it's,
good.
But they were at the 2, so we're looking at 2nd and 5 here.
Okay, 2nd and 5. I would expect pass right here. No, they're going to go ahead and give it to Areola.
So they're not even risking a handoff this close to the end zone, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Use the clock wisely.
I'll give him 1 there. That might be generous.
No, I think you're right. I think the 1 is about right. As a matter of fact, I'd probably give them 2.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of between.
Now that breeze feels really good. Okay, so here we go. Motion.
Seabass.
Off to Seabass.
Oh, keep running. Use your speed, but
exactly. Keep running, baby.
Yeah, he didn't even cut that one back. He's going to get one, but that won't be enough.
Well, Coach, we're going to be in Dumas, Texas next week. Is that right?
That is right. And that's not really close, is it?
Well, I don't know. I think it's outside of Amarillo, right?
It's farther than Amarillo, though. It's north of Amarillo. So.
It's north of Amarillo. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you might give me an idea, maybe, next week.
So Kennard will be...
I might just continue going maybe northeast.
And just keep heading to...
But I don't know. Oh, there's the punt.
And they're yelling for them not to touch it, so it only goes out to the 35, so just a 25-yard punt there for Kennard. And that will give Mayfield the ball back in great shape for the third time in this half, but Coyote defense, boy, Coach, can't say enough about that defense.
Dumas, I'm trying to think if I've been through there. I don't know.
I don't think I have. I think every time I've been to Amarillo, I've gone on east.
I'm sure I have. We travel so much.
Yeah, I just don't know where I would have a need to go north once I hit Amarillo.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll just have to. You ever use an atlas anymore?
A what?
An atlas? What is an atlas, right?
An abacus?
Yeah. There's a handoff now. Oh, almost fumbled there.
Yeah, I thought the ball was
5,
out.
huh?
But Monreal on the tackle after a nice gain on first down.
Diego Guerra.
About 6 yards. He's had decent game on the ground. Guerra for
Guerra.
So we're down to 9.5 minutes left, and the Coyotes still with a 2-score lead.
Yeah.
And the defense, boy, you just keep asking it of them, and you know they've been up to the task every time. Let's see if they can do it again.
Defense really playing well. This is our second or third defensive stand, right? Uh-oh, there goes Montoya.
Yeah, and he's got some speed.
And Montoya is going to be brought down by Anaya about the 7-yard line.
I think they're going to spot the 8, and that will bring up a familiar first and goal situation.
Yeah.
But nothing to show for it. I mean, their other score was on a big hitter too, so you know this goal line defense has just been tremendous as Lazos comes off the field, which
yeah,
I think I'd want him out there.
Okay, so Carrillo, the quarterback, gonna be shotgun to the right, hand it off again, and that's what the Coyotes are, the Trojans are doing, just kind of just using time off the clock and running.
Yeah,
you got to give credit to that Mayfield Trojan line right now.
Alarcon on the tackle, and he'll get about half of what he needed there. It's going to be second goal at the 4. And see if they got another stop in them.
Okay.
I expect them. I mean, plenty of time.
There's
just keep it on the ground.
They're going to say he is down about the 1.
All right, so good job there by Chavez to keep him out of the end zone, bringing up a 3rd and goal at the 1.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Carrillo just taps that lineman right there and just goes in for the quarterback sneak, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm sure that's what I would do on 3rd and goal at the 1 right here. You know, those guys, like you said, that line's played pretty well. And you know the Coyote defense got to be pretty tired. They've been on the field the entire half.
Well, they sure have.
I mean, I want to say 6, 8 plays. I mean, 2 3 and outs, 2 punts.
Here comes that quarterback. There it is. He called it.
Yeah.
And it will be a touchdown for Mayfield. So 29-20 now is the score. Let's see if Mayfield goes for 2.
Well, you know, they're going to have to either here or in the next one.
If they have an opportunity.
Right. To me, I'm always going for 2 first, because then you know what you have to do, but they're lining up to kick it. So
well, the lefty right here can kick the ball a long ways, but again, you can't take this for granted. They could end up going with the holders, probably a quarterback who probably can throw the ball. You got to be careful here. Okay, so they go with the PAT instead, and that's good. 29-20, 9-point lead for the Roswell Coyotes here. In the 4th quarter, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Roswell. and KSBTV.com. We'll be right back.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender love and care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2668.
29-21, the Roswell Coyotes do lead by 9 here in the fourth quarter. Homecoming night. Great crowd here at the Wool Bowl. And, of course, the Mayfield Trojans just scored on a quarterback sneak by Carrillo, Anthony Carrillo, 1 yard out. And now let's see what happens here. If the Mayfield Trojans are going to try a 9-side kick or if they're going to try to go deep. I don't think they're going to go deep. I don't think really...
I think you probably just kick it deep. I mean, there's plenty of time.
Well, I'm with you. I just don't know if they'll do that. Are they going to try to do some, pull some tricks out of their hat here to see what they can come up with? No, they're going to kick it deep, and let's see if they're going to go into starburst. They're not. And that's Estrada. Josh Estrada's on his feet from the 44-yard line. Good return by Josh Estrada.
Yeah, about a 34-yard return there, and just what the doctor ordered, a special teams play by Estrada. And I tell you what, that is huge because this takes so much pressure off the offense. You're not pinned down on your own 1-yard line, just looking to get some room to punt. Now you can play your game. Now you can rely on the well-rested offensive line and see if they can just push it down the field methodically, use the clock, and maybe score again.
Keep it on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. And there's going to be Areola. He's going to gain about 2 yards there, maybe 3. Let's see the spot of the ball. I'm going to call it 2nd and about 8 is what I'm going to call it.
Yeah, maybe just 2. I'll give him 2.
They're going to say only 1, but I'm going to give him +2. 2nd and 8, and there's Areola giving it to Sanchez, and Sanchez is on his feet. And
maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
So all of a sudden you don't burn any clock, and now it's 3rd and long. I'm not sure I agree with the hurry-up offense there, Coach.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm looking at the clock over here. You're going to try to use that all the way down to about 5 or 6 seconds.
Right, you're still playing with a lead, and we got in a hurry up there.
They're down there. They're coaching. We're just talking.
Oh, we know every one of those coaches. They don't mind us second-guessing them. Here's Estrada on the screen. Good moves.
He's past the midfield now, and it's going to be a 4th down situation now for the Roswell Coyotes. It's going to be about 4th and about 5. And, Coach, I think we're going to go for it.
Wow. Well, they're going to line up because it's close to 5 yards. They're going to line up like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to try to draw them offsides, of course.
We'll see. And there's the motion and the bark, but they don't bite. Sanchez comes back to the line. Now the question is, will he call a timeout? He probably will, and then throw the punt unit out there.
And that's what they're going to do.
And that's a smart thing to do.
Absolutely. They'll call a timeout here in about 2 seconds. And now they will. And there's a timeout. We'll just take one too, huh?
You bet.
All right, we'll be right back. You listen to Roswell Football on 106.5, Roswell Talk FM, and KSPTV.com.
Homecoming is back on the High Plains at Eastern New Mexico University. Join us September 27th through October 2nd as we celebrate Homecoming 2021, coming back to life. Don't miss out on all the fun events, including Songfest, the Powder Puff football game, a theater performance of Blythe Spirit, and of course, the annual Homecoming Parade, tailgate, and football game versus Lincoln University on October 2nd at 6 p.m. Be sure and check out the list of events and purchase your tickets today by visiting enmu.edu/homecoming.
Okay, we're back. 29-21.
We got to talking to each other instead of
talking there.
Instead of talking to Coyote Nation.
Well, we're just and what we were talking about is the Artesia game just starting the second half.
Artesia Lovington in an absolute shootout slugfest. Here we got a punt situation, 6:19 left, and an 8-point lead for the Coyotes.
That's Kenner kicking for Roswell High School, and that looks like it is a good kick, but it's returnable. And that looks like,
he's got the corner. And Areola.
Yeah, Richard Areola saves what could have been a long return for the Mayfield Trojans.
Yeah, and just kind of outkicked his coverage there. That was a good enough punt that they had a chance to set up the return. And, you know, it's not a good thing when your quarterback is making tackles, even if it's with the punt team.
Well, and, you know, Areola traditionally is a defensive player.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so
if he had his druthers, he'd probably be out there on the other side of the ball, but doing a great job at quarterback for us this year.
Absolutely. So it's going to be first down for the Mayfield Trojans on about the 37-yard line. Here comes Carrillo as the quarterback, hands it off to Montoya. Montoya has some speed, and he's going to be out of bounds, which stops the clock. And I see Anaya along with Jorge Chavez. I'm going to have to stand up here to change the luck here for just a second. Kyle's really playing well, but it looks like we're a little sluggish right now.
Just offensively.
I don't know if that's the right word.
Well, it's just offensively. The defense has played great. And yeah, they did give up a touchdown there, but they've given up one score on 3 short fields, and now that 4th short field, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if to call this short field. It's good field position for Mayfield.
It really is. You know, when it's second down and about 7, and let's see, they're going to just hand that off again.
Yeah.
Oh, what a tackle there by Caden George.
Yeah, showing the speed, Caden George, because that's a fast running back that he's chasing down, and Caden says, we're fast too.
Diego Guerra is the running back for Mayfield, but Caden George really came in and...
His 4th tackle for loss in this game for Caden George.
Nice.
Out of the 6 tackles he's made, 4 behind the line. Brings up a big 3rd and long here.
Well, that's...
And Coach Lynn says, hey, we need you, crowd. We need you.
And that, you read my mind. You're really reading my mind here. The crowd has to get up right here, and that's exactly what they're doing. Carrillo rolling out to his right. And, wow, he has a man open. He's going to take a shot. And it's going to be caught for a big gain for Mayfield.
And Gonzalo is pleading with the white hat, saying he can't push me from behind.
Well, he's right.
Still talking to him. And the long completion down the field makes this a much tighter ball game.
Oh, as we totally expected.
Yeah, we really thought this was going to be a close one. And, you know, of course, you like to be ahead. You like to see, you know, 4 scores on offense. Well, I'm sorry. 3 scores on offense, 2 scores on defense. You love that, but you're just trying to hold off the Trojans here with 4:44 left.
1st and 10 now. It's handed off again. This time to Diego Guerra again.
And that looked like big Remy Villa on the tackle.
Guerra. They're saying Miguel? I don't think so. I think it was...
Cabrales was in there too, I guess.
Assist, maybe.
Yeah, but Remy Villa was definitely
he's
part of that tackle.
Get credit for the tackle and assisted by Cabrales.
Could be one of those, assists. I'm thinking sacks where you get the half sack, but it's an assist on the tackle there.
Right. Okay, so score now is 29-21 now. Kyle still lead by a little bit here. And wow.
And Coach.
What a hit.
Jeff Irish just did the body slam.
Was that Jeff Irish assisted by Jorge Chavez?
I think so, but it was Irish with the takedown. I think Chavez was there first. but Jeff Irish grabbed him and just...
That was like a DDT back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, that was vicious. Absolutely slammed him to the ground, and that's a sack too, by the way. So Jeff Irish with the big and his third tackle for loss.
Well, Coach, do you have any updates or anything?
Well, I don't. They just barely started the second half in Artesia, as you said, on homecoming. I mean, heck, it's going to be Saturday before those guys get home. And, of course, we had the final from Los Lunas. And a big 3rd and 15 coming up here for this Coyote defense. Now, again, I would say with just 3:39 left, unless it's another big loss, you're going to see Coach Bradley looking at 2 downs here. So don't be surprised if he doesn't, try to throw the ball to the sticks try to get all of it. Don't be surprised if he tries to get maybe half, maybe get 10, get somewhere in that 7 to 10 range where he has a more manageable 4th down.
Well, I'm still trying to get some information from Rio Rancho to find out tomorrow the tournament starts. It's been a long day over there in Rio Rancho with, they left this morning at 5 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And so, and they just finished the game.
Update after, sorry, Coach.
Go ahead.
Update after this play.
Got you. 3rd down and about 15 for Mayfield. Drop back to passes Carrillo. Quarterback run. He finds a little bit of a hole, maybe for about 4 yards, if that.
Yeah, not even. They'll be lucky to spot him, too. They're just going to give him 1. And Remy Villa and Irish again on the tackle. And that's going to bring up 4th and 14, Coach. This is big. I don't know. I mean, he does have an excellent punter, and they have already showed us that they don't mind punting formation, but they're lined up to go for this. The update is 49-37 Artesia, just less than 3 minutes into the 3rd.
Okay, 29-21 here at the Wool Bowl. Carrillo dropping back to pass and spread offense, it appeared. He's going to take a shot. He does have a man open. And, wow, another good hit, but a great catch. And tackled by Anaya.
Wow, that keeps them in the ball game. Coyotes probably would be able to pretty much just run out the clock if they can get a stop there, but unfortunately gave him too long. Couldn't get the pressure on the quarterback, and he makes the play downfield. It's a long time to ask your defenders to cover, Coach.
Oh, I totally agree. Well, here it is. We're here in the 4th quarter. We're under 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. 29-21 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. Mayfield threatening here. Drop back to passes Carrillo again. Rolling out to his left side. He is in trouble. There's going to be a flag. No, it's a yellow shoe.
And
there's a man wide open. Touchdown Mayfield. I thought I saw a flag.
Well, one of the Mayfield players looks very disappointed.
Well, I thought I saw a flag. It could have been the yellow helmet or yellow shoes.
It's holding.
Okay, good.
So that negates the touchdown, and that is the very definition of a dodge bullet, Coach. Now, yes, he did have all day back there, but there's a reason he had all day back there, and it was because of the hold. So that's going to back him up.
Well, we really need to get this crowd going right now, and let's see if we can get them all going. Maybe if Coach Lujan can hear us down there. Okay, 29-21 is the score. Coyotes do lead 2 minutes and 12 seconds. What a ball game this has been.
Boy, it has.
Dropping back to pass is Carrillo again, and boom!
Coach Miguel Cabrales again
Get
with
him,
the
Miguel.
sack and the forced fumble.
Well, and I thought he was down, Coach, already, but you know what? It would have been nice.
Well, and that they are calling a fumble and recovery, so it's going to be 2nd down and
forever
35. Yeah. So, no, and a penalty.
In addition to that,
but they're going to decline it, so
yes.
they'll take the sack, the lost yardage, and the down. I think that's wise.
So it's 29-21 if you're just now tuning in to 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and KSBTV.com. What a game this has been here on homecoming night.
2 minutes.
2 minutes and counting right here. The defense for the Roswell Coyote has been phenomenal. Offensively, we've been doing really well. And one of the plays that stands out in my mind right now is the block punt. And just what a game this has been. But right now, this is first down and forever for Mayfield. Excuse me, second down and forever for Mayfield.
Yeah, and 35.
And there's going to be another flag. And that one's going to be on Mayfield once again.
Yeah, Roswell came over hard, but it's because Mayfield jumped.
Hey, real quick, while I have a chance, I just I just texted Coach Heather Bach over in Rio Rancho. The Roswell Lady Coyotes volleyball team will be playing tomorrow at Rio Rancho at 9 a.m. against the Artesia Lady Bulldogs.
Oh, boy.
I guess I'm going up there. I wish I could call a game, but I don't know if I have the equipment for it.
All right, we're second and 40.
Second and 40, and Carrillo has a good arm.
He'll need it.
And there's going to be a little dump. Oh. Maybe another hold.
Cabrales.
Great play again.
Cabrales almost had him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But he does make a 6-yard gain out of nothing. And we'll take that all day as no timeout is called. We're going to be under 1 minute here. And third and a mile.
So if they play at 9, Coach, Rio Rancho's about, well, it'd be, say, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I have to leave at 4.
Good luck with that, Coach. You want to leave now? I can finish this game.
Well, I thought about it. So here it is. There's a pass dump right there to number 17, and going to be brought down by number 23, Caden George.
Yeah, good long game, but nowhere near what they need, and it's going to bring up fourth down and about 20. And the Coyotes basically one defensive play away from
victory.
From victory, and their second in a row, and getting to 2 and 4.
Next week is a big contest in Dumas, Texas. Now, I'm going to ask you a dumb question. No, I'm not even. So I'm just trying to, before I say it, it's past Amarillo, you're saying?
It's my understanding it is north of Amarillo.
North of Amarillo. Okay, so there will be a time change.
There will, yes. Okay. So that'll be another.
That game will start at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Or is it 5:30? I know
40 miles north of Amarillo.
40 miles north of Amarillo. Okay, so I have the schedule right here. So Dumas next week. Okay, so it's going to be 7 p.m. Texas time, so it'll be 6 p.m. our time.
But, or are we off next week? We're off next week, and then we go to.
I mean, 2 weeks. Okay, yes, 2 weeks. I'm glad you said that. Good.
I was kind of thinking it was next week too, but.
Yeah. Okay. So I stand corrected.
All right.
Okay. Here we go.
This is the game right here.
Okay,
if we get a stop here, this is the game.
Fourth down, and everybody's on their feet here. Coyote fans, get up on your feet. Coyotes lead 29-21, 35.3 seconds remaining. Fourth down and about 20. They're going to try to go long. There's some running room and the Coyotes are going to see the spot here. They're going to win this ball game, Coach.
Yeah, and Coach, it was Cabrales again from behind, tracking down Carrillo, making the tackle, his 6th of the game, and none more important, despite the fact that he had 3 behind the line of scrimmage and 2 sacks. That's probably his defensive play of the game, because that is going to cinch it. Looks like they will have to run 2 plays in the victory formation, depending on Michael Bradley timeouts. I mean, he might call them if he has them. Victory formation.
Well, and there it is. Let's see what happens here. And, yeah, just a quick shout-out real quick to former Roswell Coyote, always a Coyote, former assistant coach of mine back in the day, Mr. Josh Williams. He's out there listening. And I'm going to tell you right now, Coach. Oh, wow.
Another score in Artesia. Artesia leads at 49-45. Still 8:09 left in the third. First one to 100 wins.
Congratulations to the Roswell Coyotes. We win it 29-21. Let's take about a minute and a half or so and talk about some statistics, go over some schedules, and we'll get that closed out. We'll be right back. You're listening to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSBTV.com.
Did you know that most burglaries occur during the day? Why, you ask? Most of us are at work, leaving the burglar to go unnoticed. Did you know the average loss from a home burglary is over $2,200? Not including one's loss of emotional security in their own home. Avoid being a burglar's target market and get a monitored security system from Zenith Security Services, all for around $1 a day. Wouldn't you agree that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? Call Zenith Security Services today, 626-3521.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Coyote fans, this is Damon Graham, your local New York Life financial professional and parent to senior number 35, Caden Graham. While the Coyotes are working hard on the field, I question, is your money working hard for you? Have you equipped your family with the tools to insulate them from life's challenges? At New York Life, I specialize in educating through these processes. Let's work together to plan your future and protect your loved ones. Call me at 575-623-0803. Expect to be blessed.
There's never a bad time to break out a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas at home, the office, in the club, wherever. Parties happen with La Poblanita Party Tostadas, the perfect crunch, seasoned just right and ready to get the party started. It's the dippable chip that bites back, the chips that make bland salsas better. Grab a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas at your local grocery store across all of southeastern New Mexico and take the party up a notch with La Poblanita Party Tostadas. They're all that and a bag of chips.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2668.
Homecoming is back on the High Plains at Eastern New Mexico University. Join us September 27th through October 2nd as we celebrate Homecoming 2021, coming back to life. Don't miss out on all the fun events, including Songfest, the Powder Puff football game, a theater performance of Blythe Spirit, and of course, the annual Homecoming Parade, tailgate, and football game versus Lincoln University on October 2nd at 6 p.m. Be sure and check out the list of events and purchase your tickets today by visiting enmu.edu/homecoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Roswell High School football. The Roswell Coyotes win on homecoming night, 29-21 over the Las Cruces Mayfield Trojans. Coach, just before you go over your stats, I'm just kind of going based on this New Mexico Class 5A rankings. It is kind of almost amazing how close they are to getting everything spot on.
Yeah, it really is. You know, they had Goddard, Farmington, Los Lunas, Artesia, Roswell, and then Mayfield. Roswell beats Mayfield 5 beats 6, 3 beats 1. I didn't get a Farmington score this week. Are they off?
You know what? I was just thinking the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure if they're off or not.
And Artesia in an absolute shootout with another high-scoring, high-octane team in the Levington Wildcats. We'll see in about an hour and 15 minutes if they're done.
Yeah, well, it's amazing. So now you said Los Lunas beat Goddard, so now probably Farmington goes to the number 1 spot, maybe Goddard 2, Los Lunas 3. No, I beg your pardon. I don't know. We're just going to have to talk about that later on.
Right.
But, yeah, it's interesting to see how close they really are getting. But, Coach, right here, we're at the Wool Bowl, and the Roswell Coyotes win at homecoming 29-21. You have some stats for me.
I got them. Peyton Kennard was 3 for 4 on extra points. The one that he missed was blocked. Second week in a row, I believe, had an extra point blocked. He also had 4 punts for a total of 113 yards. No punt returns for the Coyotes in this game, but 5 kick returns, 2 from Josh Estrada for a total of 34 yards, and 3 from Jeremiah Monreal for a total of 42. Defensively, a lot led the team in tackles with 8, along with Jeff Irish, who also had 8. I mentioned Caden first because he had 4 tackles for loss. Jeff Irish only had 3 tackles for loss. Those two dominated that defensive line and the linebacker position there. Also had 6 tackles each from Adrian Anaya, George Chavis, Miguel Cabrales, who also had 2 sacks. Remy Villa had 4 tackles off the bench. You had Sabino Lazos, Wes Gallegos chipping in 3. Kevin Alarcon also had 4. Total of 11 tackles for loss in this game by that defense, including 3 sacks. Also had the interception from Wes Gallegos, the forced fumble from Miguel Cabrales, and the scoop 6 on the blocked punt from Jorge Chavez. So that the defense filled up the stat sheet, Coach, and that's the big reason why they came away with the victory tonight. Offensively, Richard Areola struggled with the passing game, only 3 of 9 for 91 yards and 3 interceptions. All 3 of those passes going to Josh Estrada for a total of 47 yards. On the ground, Josh Estrada had 1 carry for 8 yards. Sebastian Mendoza 3 for a total of 20. Jonah Gamboa carried 5 times for 32 yards. Bryce Sanchez, 13 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. And Richard Areola, also 13 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown himself. And that's it, Coach.
Well, Coach, I'm going to tell you something right here. I'm going to have you pick one, and I'm going to have myself pick one. Well, I think we kind of probably both agree. I think I'd put my stat sheet up right here. But I'm going to give you the opportunity and the pleasure to talk about the play and player of the ball game.
Well, Coach, to me, the play of the ball game was the block punt and the pick and the scoop 6. I mean, there's lots of good plays to talk about. You know, the long run from Areola. Bryce Sanchez pounding the ball in for a touchdown and hard-earned 59 yards. But to me, it's all about Jorge Chavez tonight. Because not only did he have that, he had 6 tackles on defense as well,
Well, Coach, I think you and I are spot on again. So
right.
There's your player and play of the game, guys. And the Roswell Coyotes win this ball game 29-21. We are off next week, well-deserved. The Coyotes go 2-4 on the year now. And I know we need to close this out, but I started looking at this with Goddard losing and Los Lunas winning. I would assume that Farmington will go to number 1, possibly Lunas 2, and Goddard 3. And I bet you money Roswell will jump to number 4.
Well, it'll depend on that shootout in Artesia. I mean, maybe Roswell jumps ahead of Artesia. You look at the strength of schedule, and Roswell does have a little bit of an edge there, 13 or so, almost 14 points of rating. So they could leapfrog Artesia, especially if Artesia drops it
tonight.
If they lose. If they win, I can see Artesia still being barely ahead.
Well, nonetheless, Coach, we'll stay in the top 5, I think.
Oh yeah.
But, hey, ladies and gentlemen, just a couple of things real quick while I'm getting this off. I do have a bracket here that I just learned. Volleyball tomorrow in Rio Rancho. The Roswell Lady Coyotes will be taking on the Artesia Lady Bulldogs at 9 o'clock. In their bracket is going to be Lady Artesia Bulldogs, Roswell Lady Coyotes, Goddard Lady Rockets, and Albuquerque Academy. The first game, the Roswell Lady Coyotes will be taking on the Bulldogs at 9 a.m. over in Rio Rancho, and then winner or loser of Goddard and Albuquerque Academy. Again, congratulations, homecoming king, to Jose Baraspi and Queen Victoria Sandoval. And congratulations to Jeff Lynn and the Roswell Coyotes for winning their homecoming game 29-21. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this out. Safe travels back to Las Cruces. What a win.
What a win.
Hey, it's always great to be a Coyote. Good night.
That concludes this broadcast of sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Coyote Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com is presented by Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Eastern New Mexico University. Roswell, Roswell Seed Company, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University of Portales, Mays Lumber, Bob Reed Pest Control, Roswell Honda, Big O Tire, Spring River Dental, and Business Notions. Thanks for tuning in for this broadcast of Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Hey, my bad. Air 2 Tucson, turning on frequency. For 164 in traffic, 1 mile north of your position.